Now, hang on. I just lost it. Now. Wait, this is.
I see something up there for the.
Yeah, it's playing a recording, Ken. Did you hit stop? Or something? Because it's playing me right now. It's only 2 minutes and 28 seconds. It's no longer live.
Yeah, it stopped.
Are you recording right now? It's just, we need a new link now. Did you get a new one? Okay, try that link.
Want me to try it or put it in there?
Hang on. Try it right now. Do you see it? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yes, I see the.
Okay, hang on. Okay, I'm gonna go stand there and I want to see that you see me. Do you see me now? What? Wait, give it a second. Now do you see? Okay, so now send it.
That's the right one.
Yeah. Okay, I sent it too. And just copy and paste it. Okay. Now we're gonna get the party started. Oh my goodness. Technical difficulties are just so fantastic. So I'll wait a couple minutes. Did it get sent, Dina? Okay. Yes, I sent it in a Gmail, an email. Hello, my friends. Give us a couple minutes. We're having major technical difficulties, but that'll just tell you how our week has been going. Actually, the last 2 weeks. I have a lot to share with you today. So just stand by, go get another Diet Coke or coffee or whatever you drink. Give us another 3 minutes. We just sent out the link to everybody. This is a new link. I apologize. You never know what's going to happen with computers, as I'm sure you know. And we're just going to wait just a couple more seconds. We're almost ready. And we are going to hopefully get started in just a minute. We're going to send out the link right now. We're sending it out in 2 different emails in hopes that you get it ASAP. You're also answering the emails too with the link, correct? Thank you.
There's lots of people chatting, so people are getting it.
Fantastic. So you are starting to get it. I do apologize. When I start telling you about our last couple weeks, you will understand a little bit more, but just give us a couple minutes. We just sent out 2 different emails with this new link. For some reason, YouTube doesn't like us today, and so we had to create a new link, and it took us a while to figure that out. So give us a couple minutes, and just know that if you are seeing me or hearing me or looking at me right now, you are good to go. You are in the right place. Luckily, I'm in the right place because technically, mentally, I'm not here. It's been a wild and crazy couple weeks. So we'll just get you everybody settled. I hope everybody has their homework done If you do not have your homework done, I hope you've at least printed it out. And before we get started, I want you to make sure that you have your grass cut. Make sure you have your stand-up die cut. And you have your stamps stamped on your cardstock to get started. So hopefully you have your homework done. We're just gonna wait like 1 or 2 more minutes because we got like slammed with emails saying the link's not working, and yes, we know, we are sorry, but we sent out 2 emails with the new link, and as people start getting those, hopefully people will start logging in. How are we percentage-wise on people logged in? Do you see?
I just had to log out.
Oh, okay, sorry. Never a dull moment at the Stamps of Life. Okay, so let's just talk about, oh wait, I wanted you to see my dog. Oh, my dog left. Come here, baby. Oh, there you are. Oh, you're hiding on the couch. Come here, they want to see you. Come here, come see mama. Here, I'll go get her. Okay, so professional. Okay, come here. They want to see you. Oh, you sleeping on the blankie. You're sleeping on the blankie. Okay, so I'll bring Cookie in while we're getting settled and everybody's coming in. If you see us, you're in the right spot. So we're gonna start class in just a minute. But Cookie got her hair done yesterday. I got my hair done yesterday and she got her hair done yesterday. We're on the same hair schedule. And she's feeling a little naked because she's got her hair really, really cut short, huh? Are you being shy? Don't be shy. Can you say hi to everybody? Tell them sorry we got confused on the link, but we'll get started in just a minute. Okay. I have a little couch, a little love seat in my office because that's where my kids will sit when they come visit me when I'm working. So my kids will sit there and talk to me. And so she was hiding behind a blankie and a pillow on the couch. Okay, you can go back to bed. Okay. So how are we doing on numbers? Are we getting up there? Not yet? Still waiting. Okay, those of you that are just coming in, sorry about that. We had a little normal technical difficulties because, you know, that's how life is, right? Let's see. Faylene is not here yet because she is at the office waiting for UPS to arrive to pick up a very important package, a VIP package, very important parcel. We'll talk about that later. So she's going to be here later and she will be helping to answer your questions. Meanwhile, we have others on the computer and trying to answer and get those links out to you ASAP. Again, we apologize and we're going to get started in just a second. I'm just waiting for one of you two to tell me when I should start officially.
I think you're only about less than a quarter.
Wow. Okay. We're going to wait a couple more seconds. Woo! Those of you that are getting started, get here already, I want to make sure that you have your homework done. So do you get your homework out and make sure that you have your stand-up cut and your grass cut and your stamp set. You want to know something funny about the stamp set? You want to hear this? I can tell you this story real quick. So we ordered X amount for the class, right? And apparently something is wrong with our website and it added a couple extra. So the sample that I'm using is the only sample that the Stamps of Life has in its possession. One sample. And it's pretty amazing, right? We have no backups. We are living on the edge at the Stamps of Life. Let me tell you, I'm gonna jump pretty soon too. Okay. If you're joining us late, I apologize for the wait. We're gonna give it like 1 more minute and then we're just gonna start. We're gonna jump in. Once we get started, you can always watch this over and over again. And I'm sorry, I'm kind of thrown off a little just because we were just dealing with all of that. So I think we're about ready to get started. I hope you've had your homework done. I hope you got your homework done. And let's just jump in and get started. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the second online live event, and it is live, so as you can tell, because when there's technical difficulties, I have a limited crew here today because the other crew is, one person is on vacation, hello, who gave him that idea, and the other person is at the office dealing with everything else. So Ken and Dean are here to help, and we are ready to get started. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. I'm just gonna scream. Okay, so let's get started. You all got your homework. Remember this cute little page that we sent out to all of you? Hopefully you did it. If you did not, that is okay. Okay, that is okay. Also, we designed this class to be a lot different than the first one. Those of you that came to the first one, we designed it a little differently, meaning this was more of a craft your stash type class. Meaning, if you didn't have the exact circle stand-up that I'm gonna use in class, that's okay. You can use any stand-up card. If you don't have a stand-up card, that's also okay. You could just use a regular card. That was just a recommended or, recommended item. You don't have to have that item. So if I use an item that you don't have, like maybe I use an ink color that you don't have, that's okay. You use colors that you have already in your stash. Hence the name Craft Your Stash. Now also, we sent out a list of everything I'm going to be using in class, so you did have a list of all those items. But if you don't have them, the best part about this class is it's recorded. So you get to watch this over and over and over again. So maybe you don't have all of the supplies today. Use what you have right now. And then in 3 months, when you decide, oh my gosh, I'm totally going to go buy all those inks. Now you can go back and watch the video watch this video again and watch the class on how we did those inks. You know what I mean? So you're always going to have access to this video, so you get to watch it over and over again. So that's the best part about it. Now, before we get started, we're going to do, I think, 2 raffles just for kicks to get everything started off. And I'm ready to do some raffles if somebody wants to hand me the raffle. Oh, we don't have our cute little jar this time. Oh, we're getting a bucket instead. Look at that. You should see what they do off camera. They just do things to make me laugh. Okay, and what is this for?
We're gonna do a $5 and a $10.
Okay, so this first one is for a $10 gift certificate to our website. We will email the winners later. After class, you will get an email with the information, okay? Don't expect it right now because that's just not gonna work. And Cookie's going crazy because Faylene must be here. And the winner is Francie Nishihara. Francie. Okay, now the next one, just for kicks, is a $5 gift certificate to the website. And that one is Olivia Pizzana. Yay. Okay, so we're gonna keep those off to the side. Poor Ken's just shaking his head. He's just going like this. Because the dog's not gonna stop. She'll just keep going. And Faylene's probably afraid to come in the house. She's not gonna come in because she's afraid Cookie's gonna bite her. Ken, maybe you should go down there. So now what we're gonna do is we are going to move forward and we are going to, Dina, will you go get the dog, please? Okay, we're gonna go get the dog. Okay, we are gonna do our first technique. The first thing that you need to do is get lots and lots and lots of paper towels. If my dog bites an employee, am I liable? I think I am. That's gonna be entertaining. Okay, you're gonna need lots and lots of paper towels. And can you believe we're using an iron, by the way, in class today? When they told me we were gonna use an iron, I just laughed my head off. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so freaking funny. Because this technique is awesome that we're gonna do today, but I was just like, are we really gonna use an iron? I had to go find my iron. It was awesome. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get this, and they didn't even give me all my stuff. Ugh. Okay, and we have our glossy paper. Now, those of you that went to our website and got glossy paper, if you already have glossy paper, it came in a 10-pack. You got this on the website, and it's glossy paper, so it does things different than regular cardstock, okay? So let me just show, watch this. Stop it. Okay, so don't worry, I didn't hurt her, okay? Cookie. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at the cardstock because I want you to see the difference. So this is, and I hope you can see this from the overhead camera, this is the shiny one and this is the dull one. This is the normal matte one. This is the shiny one. So it's gonna take ink a lot differently, okay? So I just need you to be prepared for that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this, and I have a little water bottle, but there's no water in it. It has rubbing alcohol in it. So we have that on your supply list. This has rubbing alcohol in it. And I am going to spray, and oh, protect your surface even more. I don't have enough on here. Hang on, I gotta move this. So protect your surface even more than this. And I don't recommend doing this on your secret weapon. And we're gonna just make this like this. And I am going to spritz. Now, I will be honest with you, we live in Southern California, and as you can see, I'm probably like sweating already. We have 3 huge, massive lights on me. They're like 3 by 3 feet, so they're huge. They're huge. There's 3 of them though. And they're very hot, okay? And in California, it is very hot today because it's July. So we have a ceiling fan on. All that to tell you there's a ceiling fan on. And so this might dry a little faster than normal. Now, if you're using water, you are going to know that it's gonna take longer to dry. We're using rubbing alcohol because this is gonna dry faster. Now also, we're doing this technique and we're gonna take it and put it off to the side. This is for a later card, but we need to get it started because it's gotta dry, okay? So just saying. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna spray this, and I'm just gonna kind of randomly spray it like that. You really can't get too much. And then I'm gonna use a whole bunch of my re-inkers. So I have Pixie, I have Kiwi, I have Sky. Again, if you don't have all of these, that's okay. You're just gonna use whatever you have. I have Ocean, and I have Sea Glass. So now what I'm gonna do is I am going to drop like an ink, 1, 2, 3, and then I'm gonna get another color. Now don't drop them too close to each other because you don't want them to mix very much. And I just want you to know that it's also a good idea to know that you're probably gonna do this on 1 or 2 pages, or 2 or 3, because you really wanna make sure that you get the look you're going for. And I'm gonna move this here. Now you can see I kind of squished it a little. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna let it run. I'm gonna let the paper run, just like this, and it's like kind of a slow process at first, but you can see where it's hitting more of the alcohol. It's doing like this funny stuff. And so you're gonna do that. So go ahead and spray yours. I want you to do this while I'm doing it. Now there's also other ways you could watch this show. Or the class. You could do it while I'm doing it, or you can just watch and chat and visit with everybody and just kind of like make fun of me the entire time if you want. Or you can do some of the items and wait and do the other items later. That's up to you. But I kind of recommend you do this part because it's really fun. And so I'm gonna spray this a little bit more because then it's gonna make it runnier even more. And then we're just gonna let it go, and then you can go, oh, I like this, but I wanna do more colors. So I'm gonna add another color. Let's see, I think I already did that one, so I'm gonna do this one. Maybe that's the one I already did. And see how it runs different. Try not to get it to puddle in the same spots because you kind of want it just to go everywhere. So we're just gonna and what we're doing is we're making our own background paper, but it's gotta be like an ocean look, right? So now I'm gonna turn it like this. I'll turn it so you can see it. Turn it like that because you want it just to kind of move around and things like that. And when it starts to slow down, oh, I need more green. I like the kiwi. So I'm gonna add more green. So then when it starts to slow down and it gets like kind of boring, then you want to spray it some more. And look what it does. It just kind of like starts to play. And then the more you spray your rubbing alcohol, the more it's going to spread. So just know that. And I'm just going to go around and I'm going to spray more because I want it to move faster. And we're just going. And I need more purple. I'm adding more Pixie now. So you just get to play. Now the best part about this also is you get to pick later what section of this paper you use for your project, and the other parts of it you can use for other projects, because of course you're never going to throw this away. You're going to use all of it. So I'm going to add some more. So what are some other colors you're all using? Can somebody tell me what other colors everyone's using? Does anybody want to tell me what colors they're using? Or are they being quiet on the chat? Nobody's answering me. Am I like the only freaking person in the room?
I've been trying to send anyone.
Oh, you're sending emails. Somebody said, don't say it. Faylene just came in. What?
I don't have chat. It's like on like a...
Okay, so I'm talking to myself now. Now you're gonna puddle at the bottom just know that at the bottom, that's kind of like your wasteland, okay? So the wasteland part, you're not going to, you're not really probably gonna use because it's gonna be the boring part. So I'm gonna spray because it was kind of looking too funky dunky. But look, the more you spray, and I wish, do I still have the one I did earlier today? What happened to the one I just did? I did another one earlier because we wanted to make sure that we had one that, oh, they're gonna hand it to me. Because it looked totally different than this. Like, you seriously would not know I'm the same person. Thank you, my love. That's not the, this is the one.
It was sitting back there on the back table.
Oh.
Oh, wait, there you go.
Oh, thank you. So this was a sample one of the team did. This is the one I did. This is the one I did originally. And I didn't spray it very much, but it's a fun look and it looks like seaweed, right? So then this one I'm adding way more, and of course, as you can see, I have a puddle, that's okay. But look at how stinking gorgeous that is. And this is so easy. I'm just spraying it when I want it to like go more, and then I'm gonna put it off to this side to dry. But what I'm gonna do first is I'm going to blot the wasteland because I don't want that to get a mess. And I'm just gonna let the rest dry, okay? So just put it off to the side. I'm gonna put it back here because I want it to dry. So go ahead and spend some more seconds doing that and let it dry. And oh, put your lids back on because they're just gonna make a mess if you don't. So I'm gonna give you a couple seconds to finish that. So we're just putting all of these lids back on because otherwise they'll spill. And knowing me, what a mess. See, and my poor table I'm just not very nice to my table. And I lost my paper towels already, so. Okay, so let's clean off this table. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, while we're doing that, I want you to finish that. I'm gonna give you a couple more minutes to finish that. So I'm gonna tell you some of the news. So those of you that are just now joining us, we apologize. We had a little bit of technical difficulties, but we're back on, we're ready to go. You know, computers, you never know what's gonna happen, right? Isn't that the truth? And so we had to send you a new link. We sent out 2 different emails with the new link, this link that you're watching right now. So you are in the right place. You haven't missed much yet because we just got started. Anything you did miss, don't worry because it's all going to be recorded and you'll be able to watch it all in full as often as you like, as many times as you like, forever and ever and ever. Well, I'm not going to say forever because what if YouTube falls off the face of the earth? You know, it could happen. So anyway, let me tell you some exciting things that have been happening. I'm going to tell my surprise already. I told him I wasn't going to tell that until the end. Now I'm already going to tell you. Okay, so we're going to show you a couple sneak peeks. And Ken's going to start, are you going to write me notes? He's writing me notes already. And I guarantee you they're not love notes. Okay, so should I wait for your note or can I keep going? Okay, I can keep going? Okay, so a while back, I don't know how much of a story I should tell you. Okay, let me fast forward. Okay, yeah. I'm very excited to announce that because of the God Almighty, because let me tell you, this has been a journey, the Stamps of Life will be on HSN in August. Yes, it is true. April, I know you're watching. You can now go announce it on the Facebook page officially. I told you you could do that, and so go ahead and announce that on the Facebook page. It will be August 15th. I will be on. It looks like I will be on 2 times. And let me just tell you, as a company, we have learned so much in the last 2 weeks that I feel like I earned my business degree in the last 2 weeks. It has been an amazing adventure. Learning how to deal with purchase orders and labels and barcodes and, or I thought you guys were talking to me, and just everything in between. I learned how to do all these fancy what was that one label I had to create? I had to create a multiple SKU, multiple PO label for the palette. And we had to buy pallets. You have to have special pallets. I mean, HSN is so awesome to work with. Don't get me wrong. It's just, we just always sell directly to you. We don't know about business stuff because why would we ever know about pallets? We just ship it through the UPS or through the post office. You know, we're just kind of like this little tiny company here. And dealing with HSN, they've held our hand so nice. They've been so awesome. They had to extend one of our deadlines because it was a nightmare, but we've been praying a lot. I woke up at 4:15 this morning to answer a couple emails, and I've been awake ever since because we've been dealing with four of our boxes got stuck in customs, and yeah, it's just been a big journey. We've learned a lot. We know how many things can be packed in certain things, and whoa! It's just mind-boggling, but we're very excited. I'm thrilled. It's been a dream of mine to be on HSN, and it's finally happening. It will be August 15th. Check your local stations for times because I don't even know the times officially, but I found out that it is posted on there somewhere. So August 15th, we're very excited. The best part, are you ready for this? Exclusive products from the Stamps of Life will be on HSN. Right? I know, isn't that exciting? And so I thought I would show you a very sneak peek. You cannot buy these items on my website. They are exclusive to HSN. You will need to wait till August 15th. And don't worry, we'll send you a reminder email. You don't have to worry about that. But just know you cannot get these products unless you go to HSN. And that's good for us because we want them to know that you like us. And when you buy the things on HSN, that's good for us because then our numbers will go up and then they'll like us and then they'll want us to come back. See, that's the whole idea. So that's why I made all of these products exclusive to HSN. Now, not my favorite part, but one of the best parts about one of the kits that we're offering is this paper pad. Because, and should I zoom in like that, Ken? Or because you can't really zoom in, can you? Down? Okay. It has my favorite colors in the whole wide world. So normally what we do is we, as a team, we put the colors together. So there's like a committee and we all decide, okay, let's do these colors, let's do these colors. Well, on this one, we didn't have time to do that. We didn't have time to get together as a team. And so Stephanie, that's me, I picked my favorite colors. And I just picked all my favorite colors, and that's what this paper pad is. Don't tell them, okay? So all of my favorite colors are in here. And of course we have candy, guava, kiwi, green apple, banana, lemonade, ocean, and sea glass. Best colors in the world, just saying. And so it's just a combination of all these best colors in the world. So this is an exclusive paper pad to HSN. Now, this is a sneak peek. Don't tell anybody. This is only for you and for me and all of our best friends on this show. Look at this. So here is a fold-it die party hat. Here's another sample. Exclusive to HSN. Exclusive. Also, oh here, I gotta hold this up. This one is exclusive to HSN, this stamp set. Here, should I hold it this way, Ken? Do you want this one better? Change it, there we go. So this one is gonna be exclusive to HSN. And of course, it has dies that match. And are you ready? Look at this one. Another one exclusive to HSN. The cute little Christmas mouse, Merry Christmas, and it has, here's the dies. It has dies also. We are gonna have so much fun. Mark your calendars, August 15th. I hope you go check it out because I'm very excited about that and we want them to invite us back. Okay, that's all. That was my surprise. I'm so excited.
You mentioned that they're just getting the links now, they haven't missed much.
Oh, those of you that have just joined us, we did have technical difficulties. I apologize. You have not missed much at all. Don't worry, you're fine. Ken, what are you telling me? Are you gonna speak? He's not gonna speak. Oh, he's handing me a note. Why don't you repeat? Oh, why don't you repeat what you just did? First technique, so those who jumped in late because of our bad link, see what you missed. Okay, I get to do it again. Yes, because and it's so funny because I said I want to do that a couple times. Okay, I threw my paper towels. Faylene, can you hand me the paper towels because I threw them at the dog. Okay, what we're gonna do is, this is the first technique if you missed it, and we're gonna do it again. Those of you that already saw it, do another one. Because remember I said you wanna do a couple of these because first of all, you're gonna use either today or another day the paper you make no matter what. And so it won't hurt you to do another one. So what I have is, I have some of my inkers. I have kiwi And you can use any colors. We call this craft your stash. So if you don't have all the colors that I have, that's okay. You use any colors you want. Can you imagine doing this all in pinks? I wish I was. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so here we're doing underwater. So, you know, we have underwater colors. So I'll name off the colors I have. I have ocean. I have sea glass. I have pixie. I have sky. And I have kiwi. Now, I'm going to do this one a little different. So the first one I did is this one, and it's still drying. We're doing this technique now because it's still drying, and we're gonna use it later in class. But look how pretty that is. So we're making like a background look. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my word, that is so dang pretty. I'm gonna frame that. Okay, so that's the one. But then this is another one that I made with less rubbing alcohol, okay? So less, more. Now I'm gonna do this one a little different, and okay, just keep in mind right off the bat, there's no wrong way to do this. You do this any way you desire. This is just one way to do it. Now, I am using rubbing alcohol. If you use water, that's okay. You're allowed to use water, but just know it's going to take longer to dry, and you might want to get your heat tool during one of the breaks and kind of blow it dry a little. Just a heads up. Now, this is really bothering me, so there we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray this. The more you spray, the more you're gonna get runniness, or the prettiness. So this time, instead of going at this edge, I'm gonna go this edge. So I'm gonna do dot, 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 dot. That was in ocean. Then, now you don't want the colors to really mix yet. And now I'm doing kiwi. And now I'm gonna do pixie. I'm gonna do littler dots. And now what I'm gonna do is watch, I'm gonna spray it one more time. Because I mentioned earlier, I have my fan on because it's warm here. And I'm going to turn it so you can see it, but I'm gonna let it run. So I'm just gonna let it run like that. Isn't that pretty? Oh, there you go. Okay, so we're gonna let it run. And then I'm gonna add more. So I'm gonna add more to spray it. So the more you spray it, the more it's gonna run. So look, watch. Okay, and obviously I need to add some more color. So I'm gonna add this one. This one, and see, now it's starting to get really wet, so now it's really starting to run. And, ooh, we need more pixie. Can never have too much pixie, am I right? So let's add that one. Ooh, that one's like running away from me, look at that. So let's spray that one some more. Now, if you don't want to move your paper around, you can easily just spray a whole bunch of times and just dot. So you can get a totally different look. I like the longness of this. That's why I like that one that I did that went long ways, because it's gonna be like seaweed, and that was my plan. But this one I'm doing just more kind of like swooshies everywhere. So let it go. Now you are gonna get a mud puddle at the bottom, just know that. Oh gosh, we need more green here. What's going on? And we need more purple. So we're just adding more. Now my paper is very, very wet now. So just know that it's gonna just run everywhere now. So I'm just gonna start playing. Again, I'm gonna now I'm gonna go that way, look at that. Ooh, isn't that pretty? Now it is gonna start getting a little muddled, but that's okay. And make sure you have a lot of paper towels, because the look that you're getting is gonna be unique to you. Oh, look at that. See, the more you add. And again, this is just rubbing alcohol. You can use water. The more you add, the more it's gonna run. So I am going to put that off to the side, and I'm gonna let that dry. Now it's really, really wet right here, so I'm gonna get an extra paper towel and just wipe up the mud puddle, the overflow. Now, you can get a totally different look by just squashing your paper towel, and this is like maybe another one you might wanna do later, but I'm just gonna do it on this one section. Watch, I literally am getting a whole new texture at the bottom down here. I'm gonna do half this page. So I'm taking off half the ink, but I'm getting some of the look from that paper towel. And it's gonna help it dry faster, just a tip. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this off to the side. So now we have a couple that I get to pick from later. So I hope you've made a couple. If you've only got a chance to make one, that's okay. And we're gonna put that off to the side, and we're just gonna let it dry for now. Eventually I'll have them all in the back. Okay, put your lids back on. Is any,
Question.
please.
Can you reiterate that you are using glossy cardstock
Oh, thank you. Yes, I am using glossy cardstock. This is extra glossy on our website, and we sell it in packs of 10. So this is extra glossy. This technique is not going to work on regular cardstock. Glossy paper makes the ink move more. So the ink is going to travel more than if you used regular, because the ink doesn't get absorbed as quickly. So yes, this is glossy paper. Good question. Another one?
The only other question was, there were a few questions about the alcohol, and yes, it's 100% rubbing alcohol.
Yes, it's 100% rubbing alcohol. I think it's what, like 89 cents at Walmart? Yeah, and I just put it in a little bottle because. Okay, are we good? Okay, so I can take Ken's note and put it in the trash. Okay, so let's move on. We're gonna let those dry, and we are going to get, where's my bucket? Oh, it's here. Oh, it's been a long day. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we have, oh, do I not get, oh, I do get more, oh good. Okay, so we're gonna empty out all of this. Now, for your homework, you were supposed to do a couple things. Hopefully you did. If you did not, it's okay, I forgive you. You needed to have a stand-up card cut. I'm using the circle one, you can use any one you want. You needed to stamp some of your fishies and all of your stamps. And then also I needed you to die cut some grass. So I'm gonna get out all my supplies. I'm sure you already have all your supplies. And you're gonna use an iron for this technique. Now, go figure. Yes, I do have an iron. No, I do not iron our sheets. My mom has a friend who irons her sheets. Anybody that irons her sheets, they have to answer. Tell them to put on there. Why would you iron your sheets? You're just gonna get in bed. No one sees them. Who's looking at your sheets? Huh? That's funny. Okay, let's look at the card we're gonna make. So this is the card we're gonna make, and it is a stand-up card. And look at this. When we open it up, look. Whoops! I almost chopped off a jellyfish. Look at how cute that is. So I'm gonna go like this so you can see it close up. So here is. Okay. So here is my cute little card front, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna open it up and look at all the yumminess right there. And let me turn it this way, maybe that'll help. But look at all the fun yumminess that's going on in this card. Isn't that awesome? That grass is literally standing up. The grass is standing up on the stand-up card. Isn't that awesome? I love that. I'm such a genius. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we are gonna create this. Look at this technique. This is amazing. How in the world did we get that? And I know it's hard to see, but look at how beautiful it is. And when you do this at home, you're really gonna see the beautifulness of it. Because I know it's kind of hard, there you go. You can kind of see it's glossy, yes, it's glossy paper. And you can see there's a lot of texture going on in there, okay? How did we do this? Well, let me show you. First, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna move my secret weapon because chances are I will ruin it if I do that, if I don't do that. So I'm using a metal table. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to do this a couple times. Protect your surface. Do not do this on your dining room table. Do not do this on a fancy table. I recommend, like if you have a magazine or something, you can do this on top of an old magazine or a whole bunch of newspapers or something. So go get a magazine right now, run. Ooh, you know what I'm gonna do? Check this out. I'm gonna do this. Look at this. I'm a genius. Okay, I'm gonna use a box because I gotta protect my surface. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to get some wax paper. And you are going to crumble it. Okay, crumble it there. And then you're gonna open it up. And then you're gonna hold it and you're gonna crumble it again. Oh. Get out some of the aggression that I have. Okay, then that one looks pretty good, but I'm gonna do it one more time. Gentle that time. Okay, so it looks like a snowball you could throw at somebody. You're gonna open it up and look at how funny that looks, right? Then you're gonna get some of your glossy paper. This is the glossy paper. I'm gonna lay that down. My iron is on. How hot is it on? It's on hot. It's on hot. Dry, no steam. Dry, no steam. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna lay our wax paper down and we're gonna get some copy paper. And I have, because I know you're gonna ask, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 sheets. If you have 6, that's okay. If you have 4, that's okay. We're gonna lay this down on top. So what do I have? I have paper towels. First I have my box because I want to protect my, you don't have to use a box, but I want to protect my work surface because it's metal. And I can't imagine using a hot iron on metal. That's going to be hot. So I'm using a bottom of a box. I have paper towels. I have my glossy paper. I have my wax paper that I smushed up. And then I have a couple pieces of copy paper. Why do I have the copy paper? Because we're gonna melt the wax paper with the iron, and if I don't, then it'll ruin my iron. Now, I do have to be honest with you. You can tell I do not use this iron for anything else like clothes. This is my craft iron. I don't have a real iron. I only have a craft iron because why would you iron clothes? That's what dryers are for. I just throw my stuff in the dryer. Actually, I just wear it wrinkled. Do you think I care? I don't care. Okay, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna press down. Ooh, stuff came out of it. That's weird. Okay, so I'm gonna press down and we're gonna wait like 4 or 5 seconds and then I'm gonna move it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, don't get on the wax paper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm gonna turn it this way. 1, 2. Now this is my craft iron, so if the wax paper gets on it, I'm okay. Do not burn your house down though. I'm just saying, don't hold me responsible. Use the iron at your own risk. And if you have children, don't let them do this. Okay, so I gotta get all my little disclaimers out there. Okay, so I'm just pressing down and I'm kind of just holding it. And what's gonna happen is, I'm gonna move that and eventually they're gonna unplug that for me because I'll touch it. And what I'm gonna do is, funny, I have like weird paper here. I'm gonna lift this up and you're gonna go, nothing happened. Because you're gonna go, nothing happened. And I'm like going, huh, nothing happened. But don't worry, something did. The only problem is I know that when I pressed down, it didn't get, on mine really nothing happened. But I'm gonna press down on the side a little bit more right here. So if you have a regular table and you're normal, I know you think it really did, it didn't. Because the box went down. She wants me to move it. Okay, I'll move it a little. But it's because the box is like hollow in the inside. So I did see some texture on there, but I'm gonna rub it a little bit more.
Glossy paper is face up, so that.
Glossy, yes, good question. Glossy paper is face up. Good question. Yeah, feel free to ask questions like that because sometimes I just think that we all would know, and you're right, we don't. Okay, so I am ironing to the glossy side. So now I have, and you're like going, huh, I don't see nothing. Okay, don't worry. So we're gonna turn this back over. You wanna know what this box really is? It's actually my trash can. It's one of my trash cans. I keep it down here so I can, if I throw stuff on the floor, hopefully it lands in the box. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep our paper towels, save that for later. And let's get our secret weapon. And I'm gonna use some of my copy paper just underneath because when I ink, I don't like to ink on top of my secret weapon. And we're going to get out a couple different colors. So let's get out, I have blueberry, I have kiwi, I have ocean, I have grape, and I have sea glass. So get yours out. Sea glass, ocean, kiwi, blueberry, and grape. We are doing darker colors. So I would have done pixie, but you want to do the darker colors because look, just so you know, that's grape and it really is lighter in real life. And I just want you to know, have you ever seen how I store mine? I wanted to show you this. So I'm all about organization. I just totally lied to you just now. I'm not about organization at all. But look at how awesome this is. I once did this and I really, really love it. So I took a embroidery floss box and I made it, I cut off the lids because I don't need the lids. And then I used my label maker because I have a label maker. And it says cloud here. And then the cloud ink pad, which doesn't have the name on it, is right there. But that's storm, that's storm. Ginger snap, chocolate, chocolate, licorice, licorice bubblegum. And then they also have the names, and I don't know if you can really see it, but they also have the names right here. So that says ocean right there. So I know, excuse me, when I'm done, ocean is gonna go right there. So I don't contaminate these because I don't want ocean to go where grape is because then it's gonna get icky. Isn't that cool? And what these embroidery floss boxes cost, what, like $2? Okay.
One thing you said in real life, grape was lighter, it's on the glossy paper. It's lighter.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. In real life, when I put grape on this, it's because it's on the glossy paper. That makes it lighter. When a dark color goes on the glossy paper, it makes it lighter. When a dark color goes on the glossy paper, it makes it lighter. Okay, thank you.
Can we also talk about photo paper versus glossy paper?
Photo paper has, hang on, I gotta get my drink. Photo paper is not the same as glossy paper. Photo paper has chemicals on it. Okay, so because it has to react with the special photo paper ink. So don't use photo paper, buy glossy paper. Glossy paper for these projects, photo paper is totally different. Totally different, it has different layers, it has different layers and everything, so it's different. Okay, now what we're gonna do is I have my fake technique here because it doesn't look like anything. And are you looking at yours? Is everybody looking at theirs going, I don't see much? I kind of see, actually can they, if I go like this, Kenny, can they kind of see? Or is it not? See, can you see something? Something, nothing, probably nothing at all. Okay, there is something on there. And if you have yours at home, you can see yours. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up my lids. And this is another time where you get to experiment. You do you, don't do me. And, ooh, ocean is ocean. And yes, I have a different inker thingy for each one because I don't like to contaminate, but you can also peel these off and get refills of just those. And I always use the small ones, the small ink pads for the for inking, and the big ink pads for stamping because I don't want to get fuzzies on my big ink pads. And what I'm going to do is and I got ink all over me already, is I'm just going to come in and I'm going to just start going like this. Look, do that. Hurry up. Everybody do this really quick. Everybody has to do it right now. Hurry. I'm waiting for you. Yes, I see you just looking at me. Do this really quick because you're going to fall over. Now, I have that one. Now I'm going to get another one. This one's grape. Get another color. Hurry up. Are you guys starting to do this? Now watch. Watch what happens. Do you see it? Isn't it pretty? I told you something was happening. You didn't believe me. Now what you're going to do is you can go over the colors. You can mix the colors a little bit. And I need some kiwi. I love kiwi. Kiwi's my favorite green, I think. And now here I'm going to add some kiwi. Look, do you see the texture? Are they answering me or, oh, well, they're busy working, huh? They can't answer. They're busy working. Oh my gosh. Now layer the colors a little bit if you want to because it's so fun. Oh my word. And you can go over, I just want ocean and kiwi all to itself. Oh my gosh. Okay, and you can go over, so I'm taking kiwi, go ahead and play with this. We're gonna do this for a couple minutes. I'm taking the kiwi over the ocean. Oh my word. Okay, more ocean time. Oh my goodness. So look how funny this is. So that's ocean, ocean, and that was ocean, but I put kiwi on top of it, so now it's a different color. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so I'm gonna go like this, and then I could do this all day. Let's just sit and do this all day. Okay, so this one's sea glass and that one's sea glass. So let's add some sea glass.
We have a so awesome, yes, it looks cool, wow, that's amazing.
I know, it is. I know, isn't it awesome? You know what, I'm gonna go against the grain and I'm gonna grab some yellow. I need some lemonade. So I'm gonna throw in another color, throw everybody off a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna grab some lemonade, because I just want to see, oh my goodness. Yeah, the lighter colors are going to be extra light, so just know that. And if you want, you can go over the other color to get more blending. Isn't it gorgeous? You guys, I want to see all of your samples. Are we going to have a gallery on the website so they can upload their samples? That'd be a good idea. They need to. You guys need to upload your samples. And you can post them on Instagram when you're done. So post your samples on Instagram so I can see them and tag me so I can see them. And if you're not following us on Instagram, you need to. The stamps, we're at stampsoflife.com on Instagram. And you can also follow me, Stephanie Bernard, and then tag me and tag Stamps of Life so we can see what you're making. Oh my gosh, I'm just gonna do this all day. Okay, everybody, we're just doing this all day. Okay, so we're just gonna add more here. And you can add layers of ink, okay? That's a nice thing because on the glossy paper, the ink's gonna move more. It's not like on regular cardstock where you just put it down and you're done, right? This is it's gonna move around. And I'm just gonna play with this all day long. And so go ahead and continue to do this for a couple more minutes, not minutes, but whatever. And I'm just adding ink, so like over here, I'm just gonna add some more. But it's even more pretty when you layer the colors. So there's my grape, and now I'm layering ocean on top. So play with that, kind of mix and match the colors. Let's see, what other colors is everybody using? Do you guys have other ideas for colors? I can imagine doing this with lots of pinks. Whoa! Well, of course I'm gonna say that, right? So, oh, do you ever wonder why I wear black t-shirts? Because I just wipe my ink on my t-shirts. Let's see, I kind of want to do, I'm loving the ocean and the sea glass. That is my favorite. So let's do,
Someone's asking what you're using to apply the ink.
oh, well, I'm sorry, good question. I'm using our inkers. There are little blenders for ink. Thank you. I have so many children. I have over 1,000 children. Did you know that? I have over 1,000 children because every product I come out with has a unique name. And I always forget the names. Like, come on, you have 3 kids at your house and you don't remember their names, right? I can't remember 1,000 names. So yes, blenders for ink. Thank you, my loves. Okay, so yes, I'm just using blenders for inks. If you have other blenders out there, you can use those too, whatever you have. But oh my word, I'm gonna marry myself. I love this so much. Look at this, isn't this fun? Okay, so I'm gonna have to stop because eventually we're gonna have to move on. But let me just add a little bit more over here. So if a color's too dark for you, you can go over it with another color. Just keep playing. Okay, are you guys gonna make me stop? They're gonna make me stop. So let me put these lids back on. The inks don't really run out, but they will, I will put my hand in them. So I'm just going to cover, did I ever get blueberry on there? I don't know if I ever did. I didn't. Oh, we gotta add blueberry. I said I was gonna use blueberry, so now I have to. So I'm gonna add some blueberry right there. Wow, isn't that pretty? Oh my goodness, I'm in love. Okay, do I have any comments that I need to answer? No, are we good? They're over there whispering. It's like they're telling secrets without me. Okay, so we're gonna add these lids back on. Ooh. And now, where's the other lid? Okay, great. Okay, I'm gonna move these just behind me because chances are I'm gonna need these again. Okay, if you're just now joining us, it's okay. You're gonna be able to watch the beginning later and you'll be able to watch it over and over and over again starting tomorrow. So that's just a heads up for you. We're gonna move these off to the side too. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at a couple more things. We have our grass cut. Did you already cut your grass? I don't know if anybody did my homework. Oh, somebody already did my homework. Now what I'm gonna do just for kicks, oh, I just want you to see the difference. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? Can you see those? Here, let me hold it like this. Aren't those pretty? Ooh, so yours is gonna look something like one of those. I love them. Okay. So now what we're gonna do is we have some of our grass cut. I cut grass, actually I didn't cut it, but they cut it for me. And I see a couple little spokies still poking in there, so we have 2 dark green and 2 light green. And what I'm gonna do, because I am an inker, I'm gonna ink these really quick. Do I have my kiwi out? Let's do kiwi. So I'm just gonna use kiwi. Now I'll be honest with you, inking the edges is the best way to get the wow factor. It's so simple. I'm gonna show you the difference too, be really quick. So I'm just taking some ink and I'm just literally, there's no wrong way to do this. I don't want you to think for half a second there's any wrong way to do this because literally there's not. And I'm just gonna add the ink and I want you to see the difference. So I'm gonna pull, hang on, let me pull this up and we're gonna do an overhead shot. Here we have an overhead shot. And I want you to see the difference between those two so you can see that that grass is darker up at the top than this one, and I hope it's not hard on camera to see. I'm gonna do this one also so you can see the difference on this color. So I'm gonna grab another color and let's do, where's my green apple?
Someone's asking how long it takes to ink to dry on the glossy paper.
Oh, it's dry. See, it's already dry. It doesn't, when you're smearing it on like that, it doesn't take long at all to dry. However, the darker the colors, the longer they take to dry. Just a heads up. So if you're using, let's say, guava, that has a lot of dye in it. Like think of guava versus bubblegum. Guava is such a dark, rich pink. It's gonna take a little longer to dry, to absorb into the paper or to just evaporate. But this is already dry, so we're good on that. Now on this one, I'm going to add my green apple. And I want you to see, I'm gonna do the bottom this time. I don't wanna do it on my glossy paper because that's the good stuff. So on this one, I'm gonna do it on the bottom so you can really see the difference. So I'm just rubbing it around there like that. Always use scratch paper underneath you. And let's look at this. I just want you to see this. Look at the difference. See that? Before, after. Before, after. Now if I wanted to get really tricky, I could come in with a different color. Look at this. Look at this. Check it out, honeymooners. Look at this. Now, look at that. That is naked grass. That is decorated grass. Can they see the difference? I can see the difference, but there. Ooh, hang on. Ooh, see the difference of the inked ones versus the non-inked ones? Total different, huh? Inking makes everything better. So you need to always think about inking. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is we're going to die cut our card. So let's do some die cutting. I'm gonna put that off to the side. I'm gonna bring my Big Shot machine over. Ooh, I got my water pens under here. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we are going to grab, and they're so sweet, my team already cut one for me, but I'm gonna cut one. So we have this, and I'm using sea glass. And I'm going to get out I am using the stand-up circle. Whoops, one down. Whoever said I just dropped's got to grab that die later. Okay, so what we have, I'm going to use these 3 pieces. I'm going to use, and if you don't have the circle stand-up, it's okay. Use any stand-up you have. If you don't have a stand-up, just use a regular card. It's all good. I'm going to put that a little bit at an angle. And I'm going to run this through the machine. I guess I don't need paper towels right now. Is that iron off, by the way? Yeah. Okay, make sure you guys all turn off your irons, okay? Turn off your irons. Okay, so now we're gonna run this through. So hopefully you already have this done in your homework and you're just watching right now. But I'm trying to make sure that everybody can catch up if they didn't have a chance to do their homework. And now I have my card base. I'm gonna fold it in half so the corners line up. Now, I know I have a fancy bone folder, and please forgive me, a club member gave this to me and I forget who it was, I apologize. But you can use a bone folder. If you don't have a bone folder, you know what else you can use? Is a cutting pad. There you go.
Somebody's asking why you're cutting at an angle.
Good question. Kathy, why is Stephanie cutting at an angle? You are very perceptive. So what happened was when I ran this through the machine, I am using the Big Shot Plus machine. This is a wider machine. It's a 9-inch machine as opposed to your Big Shot, your Big Kick, or your Vagabond, which is only a 6-inch wide machine. This is 9 inches. And the reason why I like this one is because you don't have to worry about speed bumps. Now, it's human nature to want to go straight through the machine, just like this, right? Where you have the blade here and your roller here, but your roller is going to jump over that blade. It's not going to cut that blade. So we want to put it at an angle just like that, and that's going to give us a nice clean cut on those edges. Anytime you have straight edges, you always want to go at an angle so you don't have that jumping over the speed bump. Good question, Kathy. So just put it at an angle so you don't have any speed bumps. Now I'm going to fold my card up like this, and I have the basics of my card. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this layering die and I'm gonna take my pretty paper. Now, do not go in the middle of this, okay? I don't want you to go in the middle of this. I want you to use as much of your paper because this paper is amazingly gorgeous, right? So we're gonna use this for other projects. So find a spot that you can, and I just did half a sheet here. So I'm gonna go, and again, Kathy, I'm gonna go at an angle. I'm not gonna go straight because that roller will jump over that blade. I'm gonna go at an angle, so I'm gonna turn it just like that. Then I'm also gonna cut out the circle piece on this one. So if you don't have this one, just get another die that's gonna layer on that. And then I'm gonna get a cutting pad and I'm gonna run these 2 through. Now I'm using a colored cutting pad whenever possible. Why is that? Because it's much easier to find on my desk. colored cutting pads. Oh, somebody said it's so pretty. Thank you. I know. Now watch this, because now what we're gonna do, now save this because I assure you we will find something to use it for. And I'm gonna lose it, so I'm gonna put it right there. Now, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna take some foam tape, and not foam tape, those of you that have adhesive foam from the Stamps of Life, remember I say, this one you can tell I cut out the pumpkin. Save your scraps, because now you have pop-up squares. And I'm just gonna take some of this and some scissors, and I'm just gonna cut a little piece. Actually, I'm gonna cut 2 pieces. And I'm gonna peel this off, and I'm gonna put it on the back of this. And this is going to pop it up. So you don't ever, ever, ever buy foam squares ever again, ever, because you're gonna use your scraps from your adhesive foam, from your shaker cards. So I'm just peeling off the back. And then I'm gonna add this right there on top of this, just to add a little bit more, oops, center it, just to add a little bit more dimension. Ta-da! Isn't that fun? Okay, so now we have that, and now what we're gonna do is we're going to decorate some of our stamped images. So those of you that did your homework are supposed to already have stamped images, and I'm gonna find mine, because I know mine are stamped somewhere. Here are mine, here are mine. And we're gonna color these. So let's get the, don't work on your glossy paper, because that's the good stuff. So now what we're gonna do is we're going to color. And we're going to color with our markers. And I'm gonna start with a light color, and I want you to see this, and can we look at the overhead camera? Ken? Overhead camera? I think he was falling asleep at the wheel. Okay, so I want you to look at the pink on this. I'm trying to find the camera there. The pink. I colored it with light pink, and then I went over it with a water marker or with a darker pink. So you can see that there's more of an extra piece on, like extra dimension. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with the lighter colors, and go ahead and get out your pens. We're gonna spend a couple minutes doing this. So go ahead and get out your pens, and we're just gonna color these. And you don't have to, and this one's dead. That's lovely. Okay, let's find this one. Okay, so we're going to start with this, and we're just gonna add some pink. So we're just gonna color this. You can go kind of fast, because we're gonna go over it with a different color. Now, if you get like little lines and stuff, we can also use our water brushes to clean it up a little bit. Now, did you hear the news? I'm gonna be on HSN. I'm so dang excited, I could almost pee in my pants. Now, I can't say that when I'm on the air, but it's true. So I'm very excited. August 15th, if you didn't hear that already, and we're gonna have more information emailed to you closer to the date, and we're gonna have exclusive products on there from the Stamps of Life that I designed exclusively for HSN that you can only get there. So I'm very excited about that. Now I'm gonna add my little pink, and then let's do some blue. We're gonna do some blue over here. I'm using the lighter colors first. And I'm just coming in with the blue. Add that. And I'm not a very good colorer, I'll be honest. I like to color, but I'm not very good at it. And then I'm gonna add just half of there. Just do some halves. Just like that. Da, 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 da. Do I have any comments or questions or concerns while I'm doing this? And I look at all the guys I'm gonna color. So I'm gonna color all of these people. So you guys can ask questions while I'm doing this. This is not glossy paper. This is regular paper. Good question. So now I'm gonna go with my little pixie. Pixie is lighter, pixie is lighter. So go ahead and just color your little guys. Now, if you don't get them all colored, that's okay, because you can always go back and color them later. So just do as many as you want right now. You can always do more later. Oh, I'm gonna use Cloud, because Cloud is a very, very, very light color. So this little seahorse didn't get very good. Where's another one? Oh, I don't have another one. I'm just using our markers. They're water-based markers. And they're just, I don't like alcohol markers, and I'll be honest with you, and you want me to tell you why I don't like alcohol markers? Because they're too flippin' expensive. I refuse to pay $5 for a marker, and then you need six of them to make one color. I can't do that. I'll be honest, that's just me. I'm cheap, and that's why our club is so reasonable. Most of you are in the club. That's why our club is so reasonable, because I am not about to charge people that kind of money. So then I'm just gonna add some over here. I'm gonna add a little bit of gray over here. So these are just regular water-based markers, and I'm gonna get my water pen out and also. Now, if you want, you can do this a little different. I also have, if you have acetate, you can also use just trash. You can use trash. And I'm gonna get some pink, watch this, and I'm coloring on my trash. You can use acetate too. And then I'm gonna grab some some water pen, and I'm gonna pull that ink from there, and then I'm going to color. And look, it's lighter. This is the same pen as this, but look how much lighter it is. And this pen's, oh, look at that. I'm telling you, I'm a watercolor girl. I love to watercolor because 1, it always looks better when it's dry, and 2, it's so dang easy and forgiving. It's just heavenly. So I'm gonna watercolor the rest. But you guys can color or watercolor, it's up to you. And because I can always go back in and add pen ink. Look at that, I just think it's so much prettier. So look, this is the same marker that I used. Look at the difference in color on my seahorse. It's like 2 different markers, isn't that cool? Okay, so I'm adding this. Okay, those of you that we're going to Atlanta, Georgia. Faylene and Ken are leaving tomorrow morning. I'm leaving the next day because of scheduling conflict. So I'm leaving the next day after working at the office tomorrow because we have a big project that we're working on. HSN. And somebody's got to pack those boxes. So yes, if any of you buy something on HSN, chances are I helped pack it. That's what happens when Stephanie gets a bright idea and doesn't have enough employees. Yeah, we are hiring our employees' kids to help because we were desperate. So yeah, it's been fun. Okay, so we're just gonna add this, and we're just playing and we're coloring. And does anybody have any comments or questions or concerns while I'm coloring? Peanut gallery? No one? Nothing? They got nothing. They got nothing. Everybody's busy coloring. Good. Everybody's busy coloring.
Question about your New Jersey class.
Yes, New Jersey, yes. I will be in New Jersey. What about it? What's my question?
Who's coming?
Stephanie is. Stephanie's teaching in New Jersey. I'm sorry, me. I'm teaching in New Jersey. Whoa. Huh! I missed a loop on my, oh, that's funny. Huh, okay.
Why don't the markers have the names of the colors on them?
Honestly, because it would have been way too expensive to have that happen. It's true. So it was cheaper to have it just say our information on it than have the color, and because I would have had to have charged you like double for the markers. And you know I'm cheap. I'm not willing to do that. So yes, I apologize, they don't. But what you can do is just write it. This one's candy. So find your cardstock, match it up, and then write it on there if you want, or use a piece of tape to write it on. Okay, so let's see. But good question. It's just, I want to save you money. I'm all about saving money. One of the biggest, this is funny, and I'm going to tell you guys way too much stuff, but one of the biggest things, if I ever argue with anybody at Sizzix, it's about price. Because I'm like, no, I want that to be X price. And they're like, oh no, we can't do that because, we got to make money. Well, then I'm not going to do it. Because I need you guys to have a good price. And I fight, and sometimes I'm not very nice. But I have to make sure you're getting a good deal. Because if you're not getting a good deal, what's the point, right? So here I'm just playing, I'm adding like a little bit of extra blue, because look at how pretty that is. I'm just adding some blue over the gray, and I'm just kind of coloring it. Now I'm adding in some more color. This is like the watercolor look. Think of underwater and different things like that. So I'm just gonna bring in some pink. We're gonna add this. But I will be in New Jersey teaching, and I will be in Atlanta teaching, and I will be in Lancaster, Pennsylvania teaching, and I will not be in Schaumburg because HSN. Okay, you didn't get to see me do the thumbs up because oh, there you got to see the thumbs up. Okay, I'm almost done. Oh, I didn't finish my little blue guy here. So are you guys almost done doing your little guys? I know it's hard to color and chat at the same time. Sadly, I'm sorry I can't hear you when you talk to me. Someday we'll be able to do that, but right now we can't. So I'm just oh look, see when I add water up here where I've already colored, it kind of cleans up the mess I made. And I'm gonna just pull in a little bit of ink. So go ahead and finish up your coloring. And if you're not coloring with us, you're probably a little bored, I apologize. But you know, you should be coloring. And let's add, I want to do a little bit more darker up here. So let's pull in a grape. I'm going to pull in grape. And again, I'm going to just color on my acetate. This is my favorite way to color, I'm telling you. And I've already colored here, but now I'm going to go over just these extra lines. So now we're just adding a little extra. See how I did that? And then let's go over this guy. So I can go over with my pen like that, like I just did here. Or if I want, I can go over this with a real pen, just like, well, I don't know if I want to use that dark color. Okay, well, let's do it. So I'm going to go over like this. And woo, look how dark that is. But watch this. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull in some water and I'm going to soften it. And look what it does. Look what it does. Isn't that gorgeous? So it's a real watercolor look, but easy. And I'm going to clean this up a little bit because I'm a sloppy colorer. So if you add it, make it watercolor, then it's just prettier. Look at that, isn't that awesome? And I'm gonna pull in some of the pink from over here on this. And when it dries, it always looks better, and then I go, I am an artist when I do that. Okay, so I think we pretty much have all this. Oh, I need to add my little bubbles. So I'm gonna pull in some blue real quick. Oh, I have blue over here. I'm gonna pull in some blue. Right there, right there, right there. Right there, right there. Right there. Awesome. Now we're going to let that dry for a little bit. Okay, let's work on our grass while that dries because then we're going to die cut it. So just put it off to the side for a second. So what we're going to do with our grass is we want to fold it up a little. What we've done here is see how it's like it's in half. It's only half the length. I'm sorry, half the height. And so I've folded it here and then I've just folded the top part. So you can see how there's the whole grass and then it's just folded up. Now the easiest way to do that is if you take one of your cutting pads, and let me grab this one. Oh, that one's not my pretty grass. I want pretty grass. There's pretty grass. And I'm going to lay it just like that. Look how dirty my cutting pads are. Yuck, what is that? Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna put it like in half, like right there, so I'm covering half the grass and half not the grass. So I have half the grass here and half the grass under my cutting pad. And then I'm just gonna pull it up. So it's just gonna kind of fold it. So I'm gonna do that, and you're gonna do that to all three pieces. Do that to 3 pieces. So you're going to pull that up like that. So there's one, just like that. So see how I have that little notch, just like that. And then we're going to do that to 2 more. Okay, 2 more. So I'm going to lay that down, move this out of the way. Meanwhile, our papers are over there drying. So we're gonna lay this down, and again, I'm just gonna fold this over. You could also score it with your scoring tool. I try to be easy, so I'm just gonna fold this like this. Just like that. Whoops, okay, and then you can just fold it even more if you want. So there's 2, and we want 3 folded. So I'm gonna do 1 more. Let's do this one. And I'm gonna lay this down again, and I'm just gonna fold. Who's teaching in Schaumburg? Dun, dun, dun. Ken, no, I'm kidding. A new person is teaching in Schaumburg. Her name is Dina. She is, do you have a title? Do any of us have titles? I don't have a title. What's my title? Do I have a title? Creative
goddess, everything.
Your title or my title? Oh, Dina's title is well, we're all creative. She's in charge of like everything that I can't do. So when I can't travel, she goes. So you'll get to meet her, and she's taught for like 100 years, although she's only like 28 years old, but. But you are gonna love her, okay? I assure you. But Ken's like, oh, you need to tell her all your jokes so she can tell your jokes in class. I'm like, I I think we are gonna have to do that. Dina's all, what? You tell jokes? Oh yeah, I tell jokes. Oh, yes. Look, we're drying. Dry, dry, dry. Okay, so let's put our grass together. Oh, another thing we're gonna do is, I'm gonna move everything off to the side, is down here at the bottom, I'm going to decorate a little bit. I'm gonna use this one. I'm gonna use blueberry, and I'm going to add just a little bit of ink. Yeah, you'll love Dina, don't worry. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of ink down at the bottom because I want it to look like water, right? Because we're kind of going for the underwater theme. So there's water. And now I'm going to add my grass. Now, how are you gonna add your grass? I'm just gonna add it with tape runner. Do not ask me what my favorite tape runner is in the world because I don't have one. I don't like any of them. So we're just gonna use this one. I'm going to grab this and I'm going to add this to the bottom. I'm just adding it to the bottom. And then I'm going to lay this down and then I'm gonna fold it up. But before I fold it up, I'm gonna kind of press down to get all the extra adhesive off. Okay? And then I'm gonna fold this up.
We were just asking if you could show what you did with the grass again, please.
Sure. What I did was, do I have any extras? I don't think I do. Okay, I'll use this one. Oh, I'll just use this one. Okay, so I'm gonna flatten it again. So pretend it's just grass like this. So I put it face down. Oh, here, it's probably harder to sit there. I put it face down, so it's face down, and I'm getting a cutting pad. And here, let me use a clear one so you can see better. I'm gonna lay this down halfway through. So it's halfway. So I'm half covered my grass, half not covered my grass. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna fold it up like this. Very technical, I'm kidding. And I'm just folding it up like that. So I've just kind of scored it a little because we want it to stand up when it's on the card. So that's all we're doing. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flatten it a little bit because I'm gonna add I'm gonna add adhesive. And we're gonna get our card. And we're gonna add a piece of another one right here, right about there. See, now it's like looking like seaweed, right? Oh, you can tell I've been working. My nails are filthy gross. Okay, so there, and then we're gonna do one more. So add your seaweed, your grass, your seaweed, whatever you wanna call it. And we're gonna add this one right there. Guess what we're doing after class? We're going to the office and we're packing for HSN. Seriously, our inspection's tomorrow, so we have to have everything done tomorrow at 9 a.m. And remember I told you some of the boxes just got there today? Oh yeah, it's been a kick. Okay, so here we go. We have our seaweed. Look at our fun seaweed. Do you see our fun seaweed? Awesome. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add my beautiful, look at that, beautiful paper. And so we're just gonna add adhesive to the back of that. Hurry up and dry, guys, over here drying. And so I'm gonna add that right there. And then I'm going to add some grass to the front, some straight grass to the front. And this is like the ones I colored a lot. So I'm gonna take this. Now I could have used my Stamps of Life adhesive on the back, and I should have used this Stamps of Life adhesive on the back, but that's okay. Now, if you're trying to catch up, it's okay. After this card, we're gonna take like how long of a break are we taking? 10 minutes. A 10-minute break. So you'll have a chance to catch up, and I'm gonna run to the ladies' room, and you'll have a chance to go to the ladies' room if you need to, but you'll have a chance to catch up. So don't worry about that, okay? And we're gonna add this right on top, just like that, for our seaweed. And you can kind of pull some of those little guys up a little bit if you want. Just kind of give them a little pull. And then I've already stamped my Just Keep Swimming. So here I have, or maybe I didn't already stamp it. I guess I didn't. So here I have just a cute little square. And I'm gonna find my Just Keep Swimming. Although Stephanie might not have it. Stephanie doesn't, oh wait, maybe it's in here. I do have it. It is in my team's going, yes, you have it, just keep looking. Just keep swimming, just keep looking. Here, Just Keep Swimming. This is on Fish to Stamp. This was a club set. Those of you that are club members already have it. Huh. Okay, so we're gonna grab the Just Keep Swimming. You can use archival ink or just regular ink. I'm going to grab a block and I'm going to grab regular ink. We did turn the iron off, good, okay. And we're going to ink that baby up. Now for some reason I'm going to double stamp. I mean, ooh, look how gorgeous. Oh, I just added ink. I just added a refill to this, I remember. Okay, so now I'm going to stamp that right there. Just keep swimming. Of course, I'm using my secret weapon below me. And now, how do you clean your stamps? Best way in the world is cheap baby wipes. Now, for some strange reason, these are the expensive ones. I don't know why. Well, not really expensive, but more expensive than I usually get. I usually get the Walmart brand. And this one doesn't smell as good. I like the yellow better. How'd I get these? I don't know where they came from. Okay, and that's all you use to clean your stamps. Except when you use the archival ink. When you use the archival ink, they're gonna stain the stamps because, hello, it's a pigment ink, it's gonna stain. That's normal, don't worry about it. It's still clean, it's still gonna stamp beautifully. Anything, you can even stamp yellow after you stamp it, after you clean it. Don't worry about that. Okay, so here I have my Just Keep Swimming, and I'm gonna ink the edges. On our sample, we inked blueberry, but I'm kind of loving my ocean idea here, so I'm gonna use ocean. I don't think I've ever used my back table as much as I have been today. And I'm just going to ink the very, very edges.
Nina Scrapbooks wants to know, what does the secret weapon do?
What does the secret weapon do? The secret weapon is going to give you a better impression every time. Remember back in the olden days when we had the wooden stamps and we had the wood stamp, then the gray foam, then the pink rubber, and then our hard table. Well, now with clear stamps, we don't have that gray foam in there. It's just a clear stamp so we can see what we're doing. So the secret weapon is a mat that I designed for Sizzix that's gonna bring back that cushion, that gray cushion, but now it's black because it's underneath. And now you're gonna get a better impression every time because you're gonna get direct contact. So it's just gonna give you a better impression. And it's funny because people don't believe me until they use it and they're like, oh my word, that's what's been missing my entire life. So just saying. So now what I have is I have my Just Keep Swimming, and let's start putting the rest of our stuff together. But first, we need to die cut. So we're gonna grab this over here, and we're gonna move all of this over. Ooh. And of course I'm using my magnetic platform, and I'm gonna get out the dies. And we are going to die cut this one. And let's see how many we can die cut at the same time. That's entertainment value right there, let me tell you. And we're gonna die cut this one.
The other question, are those pigment inks waterproof?
Yes. We only have one pigment ink. It is black. And that's what we use when we are going to use markers. And let's see, I don't know, oh, I can use this little one. So we're gonna die cut these real quick. I'm gonna run those through. Lay that down. Oh, that one just moved, oh pooey. My dies are different than, actually your dies might have a little bit of adhesive on the back too. Okay, so I'm gonna line that up a little better. Oh man, that one just totally moved. Okay, when you try to do this, you're always gonna wanna go old school and grab, who moved my washi tape? That's weird. Was it really you? See, I told you so. See, I know what I'm doing. So I knew somebody moved my washi tape. Isn't that funny? Oh, that's funny.
I have a question. Have you ever told the story about when the Stanford secret weapon was named in the column?
Oh, that's a good question. So somebody wanted to know, where did the secret weapon name come involved? Back in the olden days, I worked for another company called Ink Boutique. Originally, it was named Sugarloaf Products. And we had the secret weapon. We didn't call it the secret weapon. It was just a purple big piece of foam. This is over 10 years ago. This is probably 12 years ago. And I'm gonna die cut this while we do this. And I was at one of the big trade shows and somebody said, what's that purple mat? And I'm like, what do you mean? That's the secret weapon. Hence the name, secret weapon. Now, Fast forward about 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 years, no one ever came out with like a really good version of it. So I tweaked it quite a bit and I brought it to Sizzix, and because Sugarloaf / Ink Boutique closed, and I brought the idea to Sizzix and I said I want to name it the Secret Weapon, and they said, ooh, that's like kind of scary, because I'm like, what do you mean? It's the Secret Weapon. And they said, well, you know, we got to have it made in China, and it's kind of hard to bring in boxes that say Secret Weapon on the side of them, right? Because you're importing something that says Secret Weapon. Yeah, doesn't really work. So what we did was we named it the Stampers Secret Weapon, and although, you know, I mean, it still was a little difficult to bring it in, but it wasn't nearly as difficult as just calling it the Secret Weapon. So, you know, that's just a funny tidbit story. But that was fun. Okay, so we're just gonna add these, and I am using washi tape because it's just faster to make sure these little boogers don't move. And we're gonna die cut all of those, and look, is that one gonna fit? It's not. Okay, so I have a smaller die cutting surface, so I'm gonna use a smaller cutting pad, less rotations on the machine, and it's faster. So if you're all die cutting your little pieces out, we're gonna finish this up. We're almost done with this card, and then we're gonna take a 10-minute break so you can catch up, and so Stephanie can go get some more Diet Coke. So there's my little guy. Now notice your little guys are even cuter than when you did them in the beginning, right? Because they've dried. And we're gonna do some more raffles. Those of you that didn't hear our big announcement, August 15th, I'm gonna be on HSN. I'm very excited about that. With exclusive products that I designed just for them. And only available at HSN. So we're excited that we were invited to go on. And we're gonna run this one through. And now we're gonna put the rest of our card together. So I'm gonna peel that little guy off, It's melting, okay. And now let's put the rest of our card together. I'm going to add some little twine, if I have little twine. I don't have little twine. Oh, I do. Of course I do. And you can just do this any which way. We just kind of like went whoosh, whoosh, whoosh like this. We just kind of like bound it up like that because we didn't want it to be a bow. We didn't want it to be anything special. And then I'm going to get my little Just Keep Swimming, and I'm going to add a little bit of that foam square stuff. Remember, we're just using our little adhesive foam. I'm going to trim some of that off and add that. And we're going to peel this off. And we're going to add this right there. Look how cute that is. Smush that down. And then we're going to add our little big seahorse. Our big little seahorse. Our little big seahorse. And again, foam tape. Foam squares. Well, it's not foam tape and it's not foam squares because it's actually left over from our adhesive foam. But, okay, so I'm going to add that right there. Now, did you know you cannot get this stamp set anywhere, and this die set anywhere else unless you took this class? So, and we sold out. So, unless somebody buys the class, I don't know if we're going to even offer it later, but unless you bought the class, you're not getting this stamp and die set, which it's a pretty awesome one. Now, I'm just going to add a little bit of adhesive to the bottom and add my little fishy. I'm going to add this guy right here, and they're just swimming around. I'm going to open this up and see, oh yeah, jellyfish there. And I'm going to add just adhesive to the bottom of my jellyfish because he's going to go on the grass. And then I'm going to add my little seahorse here, just on the bottom. I was hoping Lemon was going to come today, but Lemon already came to my house today, so Lemon's probably sleeping now. Lemon's my corgi grand dog. Okay, look at this. Okay, so let's fold it flat for mailing first. Oh my word. You just made a masterpiece. Do you realize that? So here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here is our Just Keep Swimming. And when you open it up, look at that. Look at that fantastic gorgeousness. Isn't that fantastic? Fantastic gorgeousness, isn't it fantastic? That's great. That's really good wording there, Steph. Okay. Isn't that fantastic? I love it. How many times can we say fantastic? See, they told me I say exciting too many times, so now I moved on to fantastic. We're going to take a 10-minute break. They're going to be on the computer still, so you can still ask questions. Go ahead and go get some Diet Coke, or if you drink coffee, why would you do that? I'm just kidding. Yes.
Quick tip, the tip on making your stand up. If it's not standing up,
Oh, if it's not standing up, you're going to want to really score this center part here, and then it will stand up better. And I actually put it, I didn't even use the little belly button notch. I'm using the grass to hold it up because it just looks cuter. And then it makes the scene even better because see, like there's the scene this way, but when you put it that way, then it doubles up the grass or the seaweed. Isn't that cute? Okay, so a 10-minute break. Are we good? Good, 10-minute break. Kenny, are we ready for a 10-minute break? Awesome. I'll see you right back in just a minute. Finish your card and go potty and go get a drink. We're good. Welcome back. I hope you all got a refill on your Diet Coke. I know I did. See, haha. And visited the little ladies' room. We're gonna do a couple actually we're gonna do 4 drawings. So the first one is gonna be for a $10. Dun, 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 dun. And you can only win if you're in this class, so that's good. Margaret Nelson, you just won a $10 gift certificate. And this one is for a $5 gift certificate to the website. We're gonna email you your gift certificates probably tomorrow, okay? Give us some time because after class, we are gonna go eat dinner and then after that, we're gonna go pack at the office for HSN. Okay. Mary DeVries, $5 gift certificate to the website. And am I gonna see any of you in Atlanta? I'm gonna be in Atlanta. Ken and Faylene leave bright and early in the morning. Did you know I'm not going? I mean, I'm going, but I'm not going with you guys.
Didn't realize.
I'm going on Thursday. Linda Cristiano won, oh, I didn't tell you what she won. A $10 gift certificate, Linda. And one more $5 gift certificate to the website. Dun, 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 dun. Linda Davis. Yay! Okay, so you all won. And let's move on. Now, I hope you did your homework because we are gonna do this one now. Look at how beautiful this is. This is a Flip It card. If you do not have the rectangle Flip It card, that is okay. You don't need that. You can use any of the Flip It cards, but we're gonna do this fun edge. We're gonna do some techniques in here and we're gonna have a blast. Now, we asked you to do some homework for us because we knew we wouldn't have time to do all of it. And I already have my Flip It die, my Flip It card die cut out, and I have 2 of the pieces here. So this is my card base here, and this is the big piece. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab some of my edgelets. So I'm going to grab, ooh, well, oh gosh, I'm gonna get tricky and I'm gonna do a different one because I like to mess with the team. I'm gonna do this one. Wait, hang on, I don't know which one I'm gonna do yet. So I'm going to lay this down and I want to decide which one I'm going to do. Do I want to do this one or do I want to do this one? I'm going to do this one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this edgelet and I'm going to die cut it, and I'm going to get even trickier because I'm going to lay this right there in the middle, just like that. I'm going to line that up. I'm not adhering it yet, and I'm going to lay this down. We're going to see what this is going to look like because we did a different one when we did this before. Lay that down. Now I'm not going straight through the machine. I'm not taking this and I'm not going it this way. I'm taking it like this. Ooh, I kind of like this one better. Oh gosh, I'm changing my mind. I'm gonna do this one. I'm taking this and I'm gonna go long way so I don't have any speed bumps. I'm laying that down right there and I'm gonna run this through the machine. Now, if I was smart, and I am, I'm gonna take a piece of washi tape and I'm just gonna, whoops, look at this. Did you see this? I'm off the edge. I know I live on the edge, but we don't want to live that much on the edge. Okay, so we're going to do that, and we're going to lay that down right there, and we're going to run this through. And look at how fun this is going to be. Dun, 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 dun. They're called edgelets for a reason because they cut the edge. They live on the edge. Whoops, come back over here. And I did them at the same time. You can do 2 at the same time. Look at how pretty this is. So now what I have is I have my 2 edges cut. And I'm going to add some adhesive. And look at this. I'm going to layer this. Look how pretty that is. Oh, isn't that pretty? And then I'm going to add my other one here. So I'm just going to add this right there, just like that. And then we're going to fold it. Now we're going to hold this up in the air. You always want to fold your Flip It cards in the air. You want to have a big bottom, little top. We want to take this fold line and fold it in half. Then take that top flap and fold it up and then turn it to the left. The little side is always on the left. And look at how fun that is. Look at that fun edge. Now we did a different edge on this one. I just want you to see the different edges just because they're a little different. So this one has the other edge. Now what we're going to do is we are going to, I've already die cut just a cute little piece right here of my little wave paper. We want it to be waved, so I'm going to lay that down like that. And we're going to add that to the front and the inside. So I'm going to layer that right there. And we're going to open this up and we're going to add adhesive to this one. And we're gonna layer this one right there. And then we are going to take and do some more things. We are going to take, remember our, I don't want to say trash, but our extra pieces from that first technique that we did with the wax paper. So I have my little trash piece, but what we're going to do is, it's not trash, as you know, right? We are going to stamp on it. So let's move the machine because I run out of space very quickly here. We're going to move that off to the side, and we're going to get our stamp, and we are going to get our pretty paper that we created ourselves, and I'm going to be using the archival ink. Now the archival ink does stain your stamps, just a heads up, don't be worried, but that's okay. We're going to ink that baby up quite a bit, and we're going to, oh, and when it gets on your block, wipe it off right away so it goes away. And wipe it on your clothes if you're wearing a black shirt. And then we're gonna stamp him on, and it's gonna move a little, so be careful. We're gonna stamp right on our paper, and I smudged it big time because I forgot I was using glossy paper. We're gonna do that again. So when you're stamping on glossy paper, you need to be careful. And I was busy yakking. So we're gonna lay this down, and we're going to gently press, don't move it, and lift up. See, don't move it like Stephanie did. Before, after. And I love that one, but you might want to do another one. So let's stamp another one. And we're gonna just go, because look how pretty it is. And just lightly tap, press, and then lift up. There we go. So we're gonna let that dry for a second. It'll dry very quickly, but we wanna let it dry for a second. And we're going to grab our shells that we die cut, and I'm gonna grab some scratch paper. I'm using the paper that I ironed on earlier, so. And I'm gonna grab these, and I'm going to get my inks. So I'm gonna use kiwi and green apple. And I need to get my other ones. I'm going to use ocean, and I'm going to use pixie. Pixie, pixie. Where's my pixie? Is pixie not out? I cannot live my life without my pixie. Did I really not get it out?
No, it's not in there either.
It's not in there either? Oh, it is not out yet. Oh, it's a crime. Okay. So now what we have, oh, you can see this piece of hair. Which way is it supposed to go? That way? I can't tell. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to ink this up. See, the funny thing is I think I'm funny, but Ken does not. Ken does not think I'm funny. Somebody said, how does Ken always like listen to your videos because, you know, doesn't he laugh? And I'm all, no, he doesn't think I'm funny. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rub over this entire thing, and you can see how the lines, look what happened. You can see that the lines get darker because I used the real dye. Let me show you, where are my dyes? Where are my dyes? I wanna show you what I'm doing here. I die cut, and if you did your homework, you die cut this already. We are die cutting using the inside dies, not the shadow dies. So if I die cut this shadow, that would be nice and boring, right? It would be if I was die cutting the stamped image. We used these dies, and so we got these beautiful cuts, and they just added so much extra dimension. You can literally like see how it comes apart. But when you ink over it, it just really adds extra. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna add some more ink. And again, you can't go wrong with inking. There's no wrong way in inking, which is awesome. So you can't mess it up. And then I'm gonna do a little bit of blue. I'm gonna use ocean. And I'm gonna go against the rules, and I'm gonna add a little bit of ocean around the edges. Look how pretty that is. These colors just go so, that's a nice thing about our, and my hands have ink all over them. That's the nice thing about our color palette is all of our colors go so well together. When you pull them out and use them together, they just go so well together. So we're gonna add some ocean in there. And you're literally changing the colors completely. And then let's get some kiwi. Where's my kiwi guy? So we're gonna grab some kiwi. And I'm gonna go all around this one. And the nice thing about these little mini ink pads is the re-inkers that go with our big pads will also go with this one, with these. So you're just, once you buy an inker, a re-inker, then you're good for both ink pads. because it's the same. Okay, and I'm gonna do green on this one, see what that looks like. Ooh, isn't that pretty? So you don't have to use the same color all the time. Use different colors.
Somebody's asking, they said they haven't tried your inks yet. Are they chalky or how do they differ from other brands? That was Sharon.
They are, hi Sharon, they are dye inks. They dry very, very quickly. So like this is already dry, look. So that's already dry. They dry very quickly. They are not for embossing, so you're not gonna heat emboss with these. And they are different than chalk inks because they absorb into the paper faster. So they're not going to sit on the surface. They're going to be, they're a good dye ink. Now the best part though about my ink pads, and this is the absolute best, is the ink pad surface is solid. So there's no weaving, there's no felt involved. It's a very solid surface. So if you're using a solid stamp, such as, for example, I have a lot right here, these solid stamps right here, you are gonna get a nice clean image. You're not gonna get any texture or any extra pieces in there because it's a solid surface. So that's my favorite thing about the inks. And they dry fast, so when I put my hand over it, it's not going to leave a mark, you know what I mean? Because they dry fast. Okay, good question. And so we're adding that, and we've added some more Pixie. Now let's cover our ink pads.
Right when you're doing those shells, Kate says she loves seeing the details on the shells, how they cut out.
Oh, thank you, Kate. Yes, the detail on the shells, it really, really adds when you add the ink, doesn't it? It just really makes it pop. And you can really see the detail when you add that extra ink. It just brightens your day when you add ink. Now what we're gonna do is we've already die cut our little guy. Test him just to make sure he's dry, and that one's still wet because it's, I smudged it. But this one, let's test him. He's still a little wet. We need to let him dry a little bit more. Dry, 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 dry. Okay, let's put the rest of our card together while he's drying. I should have stamped him very first. We're gonna bring this guy over here, and we already have our You Are Special stamped. So here's our You Are Special, get it, special shell. And we're gonna lay that, I gotta make sure I'm doing this the right way. Okay, we're gonna lay it right there. So let's get some adhesive. I love these shells. I could do more shells like this all day long. Aren't they gorgeous? Okay, so let's add this You Are Special. We're gonna add it right there. Let's add some blue showing. And then we're going to add our shells. So let's add one shell right there. And we're not gonna put adhesive on all of the back of our shell because we want it to hang over. So I'm gonna lay that one right there. And let's get some twine. We're gonna do that same thing, that funny thing with the twine where we don't do anything to it. We just kind of like bunch it up to make it look like seaweed. And so I'm just gonna use half of this. Let's see. So we're gonna bunch that up. Now, if your seahorse is not dry, it's okay. I have one that's completely dry, and I'm gonna continue on. You're just gonna watch if yours is not completely dry, okay? Don't worry though, it's not the end of the world. It's just gonna take a little bit longer to dry because remember that's on glossy paper. Where is my foam? Oh, here it is. So we're gonna cut some more foam. See how often I'm using this foam? I'm using every little last piece, which is fantastic. Now, okay, are you guys excited about HSN as I am? It's a dream, I'm telling you, it's a dream come true. I'm very excited, and we'll send out a reminder email, don't worry. And we cannot wait, I cannot wait. So there we go, we're gonna add this right there. Whoa, didn't get sticky enough. Hang on, let's do another one. And let's add that right there, and we're just gonna double pop this baby up because I added too much twine. And we're gonna, now see, do you see how I accidentally colored a little bit too much on this little shell? See how it's got a little extra blue on it in the wrong spot? Well, not in the wrong spot, but not in the perfect spot. So what I'm doing is I'm going to cover that, and now look, no one's ever going to know. Isn't that awesome? It's like a trick. Okay, and then I'm going to get one more shell for the outside. Let's do this one right there. And let's not pop that one up. So we're gonna add adhesive. We're gonna add that one right there. Now, I'll be honest, I'm a big beach lover. And so this card is like perfect for me because I am a huge beach lover. And I'm gonna add to the inside, because I have so much extra twine left, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna add some straight pieces, just like this, for even more seaweed. And I'm gonna add a lot of adhesive to this one. And I'm going to, whoops, pull that just like that. And pull these out a little, whoops, don't, there we go. Because I want that to look like seaweed. There we go.
Someone asked earlier what papers that pad is from. What pad of, like, pattern paper?
Sparkle collection. It's from the Sparkle collection. Was the Sparkle one the one we just did for the Kit Club?
It was June.
It was June's Kit Club. So if you're in the Kit Club, you got it. Is the June Club set, is it sold out? Oh, we have a couple left. So if you're not in the Kit Club and you don't have the Sparkle pad, oh, it's okay, we can fix that. Sign up for the Kit Club, and if you're already in another club, then you'll be in the Gold Club, then you'll get a 20% discount in future purchases on the website and at the booth. And then you can get that Sparkle pad. Ooh, this is another sneak peek. I can't even tell you what that is. What?
We're in July.
But they can still, if they want it, email me and I'll make it happen.
So I have one person telling me one thing, another person telling me another thing, and then that person saying, don't worry, I'll make it happen. So if you want the June, even though we're in July, if you want the June, email Faylene, sign up for the kit. You have to be a Kit Club member to get it. Sign up for the Kit Club, and she will charge you separately to get you the June kit also. Does that make everybody happy? Okay. Okay, back to our regular schedule. Now, I have guys that are already, you guys laughing at me? I have guys that are already dry because I'm not sure if mine are dry. So if yours are not dry, it's still iffy. Oh, maybe. Okay, just, you leave yours alone. You let yours dry more. Don't do it right now. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring in some more color. And you can layer on these, on this glossy paper, which is really fun. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my, my team likes the finer tip ones. I like my thicker ones. Actually, I like the medium one the best. Okay, this one. And
Can I talk about that drying thing?
What?
I think it's because it's so humid in here that
oh,
stuff's not drying.
okay. They said that they think it's because they're like, oh, why is it not drying? They're like freaking out. It's because it's so humid in here right now. It's because I'm sweating so much. There's so much. That was funny. Okay, I need some acetate. I had acetate. Oh, here. Look, you can even use packaging. So I'm going to use packaging. And we're going to grab some color. And you know what? I'm going to die cut this first. Because if I don't die cut it, it's going to be wet again. So I'm going to die cut this first. Can you see this if I bring this way over here? I'm going to get my little die here. Whoa, that's a little close. Perfect. Lay that down. I'm telling you, do you guys love this Stampin' Die set or what? When we designed it, we were like, oh my gosh, and we're like, oh, let's make it for the online class because it's an exclusive. And then people are going to be bummed when they don't have it, but you know, you snooze, you lose. Okay, so we're gonna lay that one down. Now, I'll be honest with you, I think these guys are so stinking cute. You could just leave them cut just like this and be done. But the team's like, oh no, do more to them. And I'm like, but they're so dang cute. I love this paper just like this because remember, we made this paper ourselves. But let's go ahead and color. This one's all green, so let's color him a little bit. So let's add in some purple. Again, I'm just coloring onto acetate. You could use real acetate. I'm just using packaging because I don't know where my acetate is. And I'm just gonna pull up a little bit of ink that time, check my paper, pull up a little bit more, and then let's color this. And this is really, really wet, so it's gonna take a while to dry because I shouldn't have, hang on. What I like to do is I like to dry my tip. Okay, so let's pull up a little bit more. That's gonna be better. Watch, look at the difference. Oh, you might not be able to tell the difference, but there's look how much darker it is because I got rid of a lot of the water that was in the tip already. So now I'm just gonna color that in. And if I want to, I can go around like this just to add a little extra oomph, just like that. Now this is gonna take a second to dry. And I'm gonna color this in. Now, if I wanted to, I could, oh, hang on, let me finish this, otherwise it's gonna freak me out. So we're just gonna color around this. Again, I'm thinking if you liked your little Seahorse originally, you could just leave him alone because he's too dang cute. You could also come in with your pen, and I'm not going to do that dark one because I don't want that dark. But you could also come in with your pen and just color directly. And this one's really light, so we're going to just add a little tiny bit. But you can see, and I hope you can see, because I added and you can barely see it, but it just adds a little extra, and then I can go around that, and that one wasn't dark enough, so let's get another one. Let's try this one. Oh, you know what? Let's do the pink. Okay. So we're going to bring in some color just like this, and I'm just coloring around it, and you can tell I'm not even being fancy about it because I still want it to look watercolored. It's underwater, remember? I want it to be like underwater-ish. So did I ever tell you about the time I went snorkeling with the sharks? I have a fear of sharks. Did you know that I can't even go in my swimming pool and touch the drain at the bottom of my pool because I'm afraid of sharks, because the sharks can come through the drain. Just so you know, I don't know if you knew that. They can. Now, look at my cute little guys. That guy, is he dry yet? Let's see. He's pretty dry. Awesome. So I'm glad I die cut him first, and then we can add him to our card. So now what we're gonna do is, now the hard part is deciding who goes on the front and who goes on the inside. Look how gorgeous that is. Are you just like ready to cry? I love this so much. Now I'm gonna add, oh, that guy moved. How'd you move? What? Stupid adhesive. That's what happens when you don't have good adhesive. Okay, there you go. So I think if I added this guy, that's a lot of green, but let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna add this guy. So I'm gonna open this guy, I'm gonna add adhesive to this guy. Add it right there. I'm gonna add him a little bit behind the shell so he looks like he's swimming. Yeah, we fed stingrays. No, we didn't get to feed the stingrays, did we, Kenny? No, they fed the stingrays and we got to watch. And then we swam with sharks. I was so scared. And then I'm gonna add this guy behind a little bit. Look how cute. Actually, I think I wanna go like this. No, I don't. Did you just laugh or cough? I couldn't tell what she did. Okay, so now I'm adding that. Now, look at this. Isn't this cute? You know what? I'm not liking this. Hang on. I'm gonna tie this. Oh wait, no, I don't wanna do that. I wanna go like this. Pull it out more. I'm not loving this. Hang on, I gotta fix it. Oh, there. Oh, no, no. Ooh, that looks cool. It looks like seaweed. I love that. Look at how cute our little card is. Oh, wait, hang on, I lost you. Okay, there. Look at that. So we're gonna open it up. You are special. I love it. Does anybody have any questions on that one? That was an easy one because we reused our paper. Now save this paper and use it over and over and over again, but make a whole bunch because it's really cool. Any questions? Or are we good?
No, I have a couple things. If you could tell them that the class samples are, they're able to see them under extras and then online class.
Okay, if you want to see the class sample, that's a good question. If you want to see the class samples up close and personal, you are going to go later, write this down. You're gonna go to the website, thestampsoflife.com. You're gonna click on the extras tab, and then over to the left, it's gonna say online classes. You're gonna click on that. We kind of hide it, I'll be honest. We kind of hide it because you guys paid for it, and so you get to find it, okay? So, extras tab, online classes, and then it's gonna be right there with all the information. That's where your homework was, and that's where all your information was. Supply list was there, so click on that and you will find all of the samples up close and personal. Okay, oh my gosh. So now you guys have to vote. Which edge do you like better? I like them both. Although this one is more wavy, more like for water. So, okay, are we good? Okay, so we're gonna take a quick break, maybe not 10 minutes, let's do 8 minutes. 8-minute break, and we are going to be right back with our next card. So catch up now, and we'll see you in a couple minutes. Bye-bye. I can see Cookie. Everybody say hi to Cookie. She and I had a hair day yesterday. Well, the groomer comes to her. She's so lucky. And we both got our hair done yesterday. Huh. Can you say hi to everybody? She's very tired. I don't know why. Oh, you know why? Because Lemon came over today. I can't say her name anymore, but it's my new grand dog, the Corgi, and I can't say her name anymore because if you say her name to Cookie, Cookie goes, and she starts running around the house looking for her. So we can't say Lemon anymore. But we love her, huh? And poor Cookie already has lipstick on her head because I always kiss her head. Okay, are you ready? You're gonna stay here? Or look, she'll just lay here. She's getting old. She's 8 now. Okay, well, we have things we have to do. We have to get back to work, Cook. You gonna go lay in your bed? Okay, I know you and I just want to cuddle, but we have other things to do. Okay, you get in your bed. Your bed's right there, baby. Just get in your bed right there. There you go. Good Cookie. She's such a good dog. Okay. Except when she tries to kill our employees when they come over. Anyway, whatever. I'm kidding. Sorry, Feeling. Okay. Again, we want to apologize for the minor technical difficulties we had at the beginning of class. YouTube changed one of its buttons, but they literally changed the button between the time we scheduled the event and the time we went to go live. And they changed a whole bunch of different little buttons. Well, it was one main button, and we had to make all these decisions, and yeah, it went bad. So we apologize for that. That was out of our control. We just did the best we could. So we sent you all new links, and if you missed a couple minutes, that's okay. We didn't officially start till almost 4:25, and you can always go back and rewatch this over and over and over and over and over and over again. Yay, isn't that awesome? Now, I did also mention a surprise, and my team, it was funny because after the last break, my team said, are we allowed to talk about that yet? And I went, I think so. So between you and me, you and me only, this is a secret, no one else can know, don't even tell anybody, this is a secret. I'm gonna be on HSN April 15th. Now, April, see I said April 15th, sorry, August 15th, but I'm thinking April because April is in charge of our Facebook fan club, not affiliated with the Stamps of Life, it's run independently, which is so sweet because they have this fan club. But you can go ahead and announce it on the fan page because that's like a private group too. So this is a private group and that's a private group, so I think we're good. Don't tell anybody until we make the official real announcement. But I wanted to share with you again, really quickly, some sneak peeks from that event. I'm going to be live on HSN 2 different times, August 15th. We'll give you the information, the exact times when time is closer. Exclusive products. I've designed exclusive products for HSN. Now, do you get the club discount? No, because you're not an HSN club member, because you're buying it from HSN, so that's just a heads up, you're gonna be paying. But let me tell you, because HSN buys in so much big quantities, they get really low prices. So you can know that you're getting a very, very good price on HSN, just saying. And it's exclusive product to HSN. So you're gonna really, really love it. And I hope you support us because the more we sell on HSN, the more they're gonna invite us back, which is very exciting. Are you ready to see some of the sneak peeks? Don't tell anybody. Remember, this is just between you and me, no one else. Don't even tell your dogs. Okay, so here's a cute one. It is a party hat fold-it, and it's gonna come with an exclusive stamp set and an exclusive paper pad that I designed. And you know what the best part about this paper pad is it's all my favorite colors. Usually we have a committee that picks the colors, and this time I picked all the colors myself because I didn't have time to go to the committee at the office. So I got to pick all the colors myself, so I just picked all my favorites. So it's so funny whenever we have we pick all the colors for each month in the Kit Club. And I'm like, where's the pink? And they're like, Stephanie, no pink this month. I'm like, oh, what? I know we can't have pink every month, but look how cute this is. Now here's another sample, and it's gonna come with a stamp set. It's an exclusive stamp set to the kit, exclusive paper pad, and the party hat fold-it, which is very exciting. A2 in size, by the way. That's one item. Another item that we're gonna have on HSN exclusively is this stamp set. Here, let me do that. This stamp set, it's a flower stamp set. Of course, there's gonna be matching dies for it, which is very fun. And also this one, I love this little guy. Look how cute. Oh, it's hard to see. He's a Chris mouse. He's a Christmas mouse. Isn't he cute? And of course he has dies that match. Again, you're not gonna be able to get this anywhere else but HSN. And other items as well. Dun, dun, dun. More. There's more. That was just a little sampling. We're very excited about that. Stephanie is so excited. This is a dream. This is honestly a dream. So, and I will be honest, I've been doing a lot of extra praying these last 2 weeks because we had some issues with some our boxes getting stuck in customs, and I was on the phone begging and pleading and praying, and God pulled through, of course, and our boxes were delivered today. Our inspection is 9 a.m. in the morning tomorrow. Who wants to come over and do a packing party tonight? Okay, let's see. Oh, we're gonna do some more drawings, right? How many drawings am I gonna be doing?
2 10s, 2 5s.
I'm going to be doing, this is for a $10 gift certificate to our website, and the winner is Valerie I could never be a teacher. Kubatek, 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 Kubatek. That was for $10. This is for a $5. Dun, 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 dun. Grindella. Oh my gosh, you guys with the names. Ballandran. Look at that. Faylene knew. Okay. Woohoo. $5. And let's see. And we're going to email you the gift certificates by tomorrow. Okay, give us time. This one is for a $10. This, is Jackie O'Neill. Thank you, Jackie, for having an easy name. I'm just kidding. Okay, and this one is for a $5 gift certificate. Barbara Sweeney. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Oh, more sneak peeks. These are going to be available on the 20th of this month. Am I right? The 20th of this month. Now, as you know, remember I said I could never be a teacher? Well, did you know that my mother was a kindergarten teacher for like 120 years? And my daughter is a 4th grade teacher. And she loves teaching 4th grade. Well, I had to kind of have like a teacher kind of thing, because hello. Well, remember, okay, let me show you this really quick. Let's do the overhead camera, Kenny. Remember my cute little Christmas mouse that I said, look how cute he is and oh, isn't he adorable? Oh, and I forgot to mention, this is the HSN one, but isn't it cute how he can hold either the cookie or the bag of gifts or the little list? Isn't that cute? Well, look at this. Dun, dun, dun. There's that little mouse again. This time he's holding his hand up, and he could be holding a chalkboard that says happy birthday or thank you, or it takes a big heart to shape little minds, best teacher ever, #1 teacher. Or he doesn't have to be a teacher at all. He could just be saying happy birthday or thank you, and he's pointing to the little sign. And of course there's dies that match. Dun, dun, dun. These two will be available on our website the 20th of this month. This is a sneak peek. The Christmas mouse only available at HSN. So these are available. Also available on our website, thestampsoflife.com this month, because we like to show you sneak peeks because you're like our BFFs, right? Is this die. And I wish I had samples to show you. They're all over there. This is a bookmark die. Now I'll be honest, when I designed this one and I sent the samples in, Faylene almost fell over. Huh, Faylene? You almost fell over when you saw this one. She was like, wah! She goes, can I have one? I'm all, of course. I mean, that's one of the perks of working at for us. So she really wanted this one, and it has all these fun little clippy things, which are really cool because when you put them on the bookmark, they make them like a little paper clip bookie marky thingy, and they're really cool. So just a heads up. Okay? Okay. Let's get back to work. We are gonna work on this card here. It says, be you, not them. And I love this card because it's all about being you, really, right? Don't try to be anybody else. Who cares what everybody else is doing? It doesn't matter what anybody else is doing. You just do you. and do you right. And so that's a good message to give to anyone. And so this card is perfect for literally anyone. I remember I was, this is a backstory, I like to tell backstories. I had a situation where somebody did something, I had designed something, and somebody, blah, 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 it got really icky because somebody else was trying to, whatever. And somebody really gave me the best advice ever. He said to me, he said, Stephanie, don't worry what people are doing behind you, just keep moving forward. Who cares what other people are doing over there? Just keep going forward, just keep moving forward, just work and do everything that way. Who cares about everybody else? And it was so true. And now they can do whatever they want. I'm just going this way, right? We're just going this way. So I'm just gonna be me. I'm not gonna worry about anybody else. And that's what this message is. So it's be you, not them. Now, we are going to grab, remember back in the beginning of this class, we made our own pattern, our own background paper with that glossy paper. Hopefully yours is dry, and if you missed that part of the video, that's okay. You're gonna be able to do it later. But we have our beautiful papers that I wanna share with you. I made a whole bunch. So we did a whole bunch of different ones. Like this is the one that I went this way, and you can see, look at how it looks like a painting I need to put on my wall, doesn't it? Isn't it fantastic? So that one, then there's this one that I did a lot less rubbing alcohol. I sprayed a lot, like what we did was we sprayed rubbing alcohol, and I did a lot less. So this was more just streaks, which I thought was fun because it's more like seaweed. Then here's another one. This one got a little too muddy for my taste, but it's still very, very pretty. But I like this one, how this one really kind of just looks beautiful. And this is, remember, this is the one, and I want to remind you, this is the one that I took half. So remember this half? I took my paper towel and I blotted it. So I have a little bit extra texture and dimension in here. This side of the paper, I did not do that, but this side I did. So you can see the difference. And then I also have this one that I did that I just added more. I did it like this one, but I added more rubbing alcohol. So I want you to play with this technique, have fun with it. There's no, again, as all these other techniques, there's no wrong way to do it. Just have fun with it and explore. So we just really brought all that color down. Now the hardest part about this technique is deciding which one I want to move forward with for this card. I have to think. Okay, I'll do this one because I really like this one. So I'm going to pick this one, the part where I added my paper towel, so I blotted this one. I'm gonna do this part. Now, you're gonna save all of these pieces because you're gonna use them over and over again. In fact, I actually have a basket here, and I wanna show it to you because I save this. And I bring this out a lot just so you guys can always see this. But whenever I have extra time to stamp or anything, I've shown these many times because I like to really show these. But I have this special little shelf. Sizzix made my desk for me. I mean, I designed it and then they made it for me, and they gave it to me, which was nice in the end. But I color these, and like whenever I have a chance just to sit and color or watercolor, whatever, I just have extra pieces. So here's my cute little guy that I haven't finished. Whenever I have just extra couple minutes, here's my acetate that I color on. And I leave it here. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these extra pieces, whoops, that one fell. Extra pieces, I'm gonna put them in there so when I want something extra special to decorate, I can pull that out. So I'm gonna put that back in there, and I'm gonna take this piece here, and I'm gonna throw everybody for a loop. I'm going to take one of my stitched rectangle dies. I have an envelope with all of my rectangle dies in it, so here's just so you can see what I do. So this is the stitched one that I designed for our company, the Stamps of Life. That one goes with that one. This is the dotted one that I did for Sizzix. This is the only die that only does the stitch marks. And then these are the regular rectangles. So mix and match, whatever. But I'm going to just grab this one here. So I have all my rectangles together so I don't lose them. And I'm gonna just grab this one right here. This is the largest one, and I'm gonna bring over my machine. And I'm going to die cut this. It's all nice and dry. If yours is not dry, that's okay. You can still blot it with a paper towel right now. Make it dry. Or you can just wait until it's done. And I'm gonna kind of put it in an angle, of course. And I'm going to die cut this. Let's get these out of the way because we don't want to get those anywhere. And I'm gonna lay this down and I'm gonna run this through. Oh. Can I just tell you how happy I am that those boxes got there today? Because The deadline is 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. And literally, Bradley from DHL is my new BFF because he saved my day. Well, that and all my prayers. But I'm telling you, he really went above and beyond. So Bradley, I know you're not watching, but I love you. And he was so cute. I had to pay the duty online, and literally they sent me a text message and I paid the duty within 2 minutes of getting my text message because I was so desperate. And he called me later and he's like, Stephanie, did you already pay the duty? And I said, yes, I paid it within 2 minutes of getting the notification because, we're so desperate. And he said, he goes, oh, you're such a good girl. Because he was older. It was so cute. I love him. I've never even met him and I love him. Okay, now I have my stitched rectangle. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my machine over because I need some more room. I am going to decorate my little guy here. I'm going to grab some, look, so we had this one already die cut, but I picked mine. We're going to do that because you already have that die cut. Oh, and you already have this stamped. And remember how we said, oh yeah, oops, don't blow away now. Remember how we said, remember how we said leave some extra space over here? Because we're going to do a fun technique with that. So we're going to just grab all of our pieces. Now, what I'm going to do is I am going to get some stamps. And I am using this stamp set, Summer for Fun. And I'm going to grab the little fishies. And I know fishies is probably not politically correct name, but I don't care. And I'm going to grab some fish. And I'm going to pull that one off. Ugh. And we'll do, so I'm going to put this one, so they're the opposite. So we're just going to go like that, one on each side. And we are going to get some blueberry. And I can't find my blueberry ink pad, so I'm going to use this one. Normally I would never use a little one, but we're desperate. So we're going to ink that and we're going to stamp it. Now remember, we're using glossy paper, so we're going to be a little more careful. And we're going to stamp it. And I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to ink this up and I'm going to stamp it. Now, it's too dark. See how dark it is? We're like going, oh, that's a little too dark, Stephanie, because I'm using blueberry. What we're going to do is we're going to get a paper towel. You can get a paper towel or you can just get another piece of cardstock, but I like paper towels better because it'll absorb that ink. I'm going to lay it down. Do not rub it, but I'm going to blot it dry. There you go. And look, it's a little bit lighter. I'm going to turn this over and I'm going to blot it. And it's going to just take a little bit extra of that ink off to make it not so, whoa, you know what I mean? Now, we have our little fishies. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my sky. So this is going to be a lot lighter than my blueberry. I'm going to take that sky and I'm going to grab the water out of here. And I'm going to get another block. And we're going to lay this down. Now, the nice thing about these stamps are they move. So I can go like this, I can go like this. I'm just going to lay it down directly like that. Just like that. Okay, press down. And we're going to lightly, so we're just adding different layers. So remember, we first used rubbing alcohol and we sprayed that on, and then we added our ink, and then we blotted it with the paper towel. Then we die cut it with the stitched rectangle. Then we came back with darker ink, stamped another layer, and we blotted that to bring down the intensity. And now I'm going to use a lighter blue. Nice ink pad. This is, I don't even get to keep, I don't even have real ink pads like you would have. This was a reject from manufacturing. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay this down and I'm going to stamp. Again, go a little careful because remember you have that glossy paper underneath. And it isn't as glossy as it normally would have been because it does have a layer of ink and rubbing alcohol on it. So it does give you a little bit different of a texture. And I'm going to turn that just right like that. Just like that. I'm going to add that. And you can see I'm just adding a couple little waves. Let's do one more. And let's put that right there. I'm going to do a little bit at an angle just to add a little extra dimension. There we go. Isn't that pretty? I love that. Now, if it's too bright, that's okay. You can just take your thing here and just give it a little press. Now, if it's still too bright for you, because I'm thinking those little fishies are a little too bright for me, we're going to spray our paper towel and we're going to go like that. And we're just gonna kind of blot it a little bit more. And it's gonna kind of just a little tiny bit bring it down. There we go. See, and you can see some of the inks coming off. It's releasing some of the ink. It's just gonna bring it down just a little. Okay, now, and it's kind of a little fuzzy, and you want it to be because it is an ocean theme. Now, we have our little guys over here, and we're gonna die cut them in just a minute, but let's go ahead and color. Well, let's die cut them first. I like to die cut them first when I'm gonna color, just in case they start to warp a little. So we're gonna bring these over. These were die cut with regular cardstock. I'm sorry, stamped on regular cardstock. And we're also gonna take our little be you, not them. And I'm going to take, this is a fun technique, I'm going to take one of my edgelet dies that we used before, and I'm going to grab this one. And this is why we had you leave extra piece over here, because look at this. I'm gonna lay this down to have it be like a little point. I'm gonna, now, we don't wanna go this way because that's parallel to our roller, right? I wanna go at an angle, and I'm going to tape this down so it doesn't move because I want it to be exactly right. So we're gonna tape that down right there. And then we're gonna die cut our little jellyfish. So we're gonna lay that down there. And we're gonna get our other one. I love these stamps and dies. I'm so jealous. I'm gonna have to order more just because I had to give mine away. I'm using the Teams version because we oversold the class. Class was sold out. So if you're in, right? And I'm snapping a little bit to a magnet, so I'm going to go ahead and tape these down because I am using the magnetic platform, but we just want to really make sure. So we'll lay that down there, and we're gonna run these through. There, color cutting pad. So I have this one and these. I'm gonna lay those all down, lay that down, and run those through. Dun, 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 dun. Now that title is gonna be really fun because you're gonna see that fun little point. And here we go, watch this. Peel up my little washi tape. Oh, my washi tape's dirty because it's so hot in here. Okay, there we go. And then we have our little jellyfish, and we're going to die cut this one again really quick. Let's get a little bit of that sticky off. Lay this down, and we're gonna die cut this again. Just like that. You just need a little tiny bit of washi just to make sure. Using a smaller cutting pad this time because I have a smaller die cut piece. All right. Now let's color these. We can color these any way we want. Of course, you know my favorite way is the watercoloring technique, so that's what I'm gonna do. If you wanna use direct markers, you can. If you want to do anything else, you also can, but I'm going to use my markers with my acetate. That's not what I need. I think I just threw my acetate away too a second ago. Oh, here's a piece. Yeah, usually I use real acetate, so this is, you can use any packaging or anything. So wash my hands a little bit because they're kind of getting dirty. And let's have some fun. Let's get some colors. I'm gonna stick with the blue themes, but I gotta add a little bit of green because you know me, I love my green. Let's get some kiwi. So we're gonna add some kiwi, and I'm just coloring on the acetate. I love that sound, isn't that funny? So do we have any questions while I'm coloring? Because we're gonna start coloring and it's gonna be a couple minutes. So if you have any questions, you can ask, unless you're all just busy coloring and getting busy here. Let's get some ink water on there. Quiet from the peanut gallery. I don't know if they're asleep or if you guys are just busy. Okay, look at this, isn't this cool? Now we're just gonna add some ink with our water brushes.
Have you talked about using the markers in combination with the water brushes?
Yes, I did a little, but we'll talk about that again. Once this dries a little bit, I can go back in and use the brushes, or the regular markers, or I can take it right now, and even though it's a little wet, I can just add a little tiny bit, and look how it bleeds. Isn't that fun? So if I just do it while it's wet, just add a little bit, it bleeds in, and it just adds a little extra. And then I can just also just do a little bit of color. So I'm just doing a little bit of color right there. See that? Let me do this one too, so you can really see it. So I'm just adding a little bit of color. Then I'm gonna go back with my water brush and brush over it. And I'm gonna get a fun technique where it's darker where I colored, but it's lighter where I didn't color with the marker. And I'm gonna show you this better on another piece because it doesn't really show it that well. Because it's just gonna pick up a little bit of that ink. Grab some more. I need to do it on a bigger piece so you can really see. Okay, let's do it on this. So what we're gonna do is I'm going to darken it like this. I'm just coloring over that, and then I'm gonna grab some ink, and then I'm gonna color over it. So it's just gonna pull some of the ink, not much, because it's a watercoloring look. But I'm just going to pull it, and you can see how it's starting to bleed. So this was almost the exact same, but this is watercolor first with wet paper and then marker on top. This is marker first and then adding my color. So you play with it, you have fun with it. There's no, again, I love crafting because there's no wrong way to do it. It's about having fun. And I love to do this when I'm watching TV. So I'll take a whole bunch of my pieces. I have a secret weapon on my nightstand actually, and I have markers on my nightstand, and I'll literally just stamp and just sit in bed and I'll color while I watch TV, because I can't just watch TV because I get bored. So there, oops, I'm putting the wrong lid on there. So there we have that. Let's add some green in here. And I'm gonna just color these directly. Look at that. So if you want the color to be more vibrant, you're gonna do direct marker. And if that's a little too vibrant, that's okay, because you can go over it with your water pen. So if you're like, oh, that's a little vibrant, or you can go over all of them like this, and then watch this. Because then I'm gonna take my pen, get some ink on there, sorry, some water, and I'm gonna soften just every other. And it doesn't look like much now, but when it dries, it will. Because remember, watercoloring is gonna always look different when it's dry. So see how these are like dark, these are more, hang on, let me hold it up. So the every other, oh, sorry. Kendall, what camera are you doing? I was doing this to the overhead camera. Overhead camera, there we go. Whoa, where am I? There we go. Up. So every other one is more subtle than the other. Isn't that pretty? Okay.
People want to know what's in your gumball machine.
Gum. Seriously, it's gum, look. Oh, that one has ribbon in it. See, it's gum. I would never eat this gum because I can't tell you how long it's been in there. But it's just gum. You do not even want to know how I had to get all those pink gumballs though. I had to buy like remember Kenny when I bought that box of gum? I bought like a 20-pound thing of gum because I only wanted the pink, and it was not very easy to find pink bubble gum back then. It was a long time ago though. Okay, so let's finish our coloring because, oh, I want Pixie. I need Pixie, Pixie, Pixie. So let's do some Pixie on this little baby one. So I'm gonna color it fast, and then I'm gonna come back with my pen. I'm sorry, well, with my marker, my watercolor, watch. So I'm just doing just real fast like that, and then I'm gonna come in with my water, and I'm gonna add a little bit there, and then watch this, because then I'm gonna do something else. So I'm just gonna color this in. And then I'm gonna get a darker marker. This is great. And I'm just gonna go like that, and look how it bleeds. Isn't that pretty? And let it bleed completely, because remember this one bled, and look how gorgeous it is now. See, look at these now. Once they dry a little tiny bit, you're like, what? You're like, I'm an artist, I'm an artist. You're like, oh, I didn't even know I was an artist. And I really am. And everybody's gonna be wowed. You're gonna be all, yeah, I hand painted that, by the way, when you give it to somebody. They're gonna be all, no way. Isn't that cool? So then let's get this. We're almost done.
Should you use watercolor paper when using the water pen?
No, too expensive. Just use regular cardstock. Good question. Oh, the question, sorry. I don't know if everybody heard the question. The question was, should you use watercolor paper when you're doing the water pens? Now, honestly, you could. I don't like watercolor paper because 9 times out of 10, it has a texture to it, and then you can't stamp on that very good. So I don't use watercolor paper. I just use regular cardstock, our cardstock from from the office, from the website. And in that way, I don't have that texture. And then it's cheaper too. So look, I'm going back in, just adding some green in little spots. And see how it bled right there? Isn't that pretty? And oh, look how pretty that, see how pretty the purple turned out? I just love it. Now, to finish this off, and I really got icky on there, I'm really bummed. To finish that off, I'm going to add some ink around the edges really quick. Pixie. So we're gonna add some ink around the edges, try to cover that. Add some ink. And I'm gonna bring that out, so there we go. So look at that, see, I'm just covering that completely, so you can't even see that icky. And just because we've been doing a lot of blending, I'm gonna bring in some green. Now it doesn't blend as nicely as it does on the glossy paper, but it's still gonna be pretty. Kind of just fits the theme a little better, huh? Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, watch your water. See, I have some water spots right there. Now, let's put some of our little guys together. I have already die cut using my dies over here. Remember, in my classes, I always talk about how I have 4 dies right here. Oh, actually, oh, I lied. I only have 3 plus 1, because this is the wrong kind of die. I have 3 of the lovely drop-in dies. This is the most important die you will ever have. You only need 1. You don't need 3 like I have. I don't know why I have so many. This is the most important die of your life. Why? It's the die you have to have. Why? It makes an A2 sized card. How many times have you taken a piece of regular cardstock, taken it to your trimmer, cut it in half perfectly, then taken it to your scoring tool, scored it in half perfectly, taken those corners, folded that card, and the corners did not line up? Every single time, right? It's a conspiracy. I don't know what the deal is. So if you buy this die and it's lovely drop-ins, the last 3 digits are 143 because I love you, 143, I love you. And so that's how I remember. It is the lovely drop-in, but this is the one you need because it makes the perfect, dun, 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 wait for it, A2 size card. Look at this. Look at that. Done. Done. Fantastic. You can score it a little bit better, but it scores it for you and it die cuts it perfect. Isn't that fantastic? Now, I'm gonna go ahead and add my layers. So I have this die that I've already die cut, and I used my stitching dies. Where'd my adhesive go? Somebody put it away. You're awesome. No? She said no. Huh, get out. Okay, we're gonna add this here. But before we do this, and I always forget this part, before we do this, we're gonna add our ribbon. So we're gonna grab our seam binding and we're gonna go around our card. That's totally not true. We're adding this after all. I always forget this part and then I didn't even do it right. Okay, we're gonna lay this down just like this. Oh, we could do it this way. Let's do it this way. That'll make me feel better. Okay, so we're gonna lay this down just like this. So I'm putting the seam binding in between the 2 layers. In between the 2 layers. Oh my gosh, that paper is gorgeous. Isn't that gorgeous? We're like, we are like artists. And we're gonna get some scissors. We're going to lay this down and we're going to tie this in a knot. Right there. I'm using like this huge piece of seam binding. I could have cut it down a little better. And then I'm going to, there. And we're gonna trim that there. And we're gonna trim that there. Save this, don't let anything happen to that. That's good stuff, huh? Now we have that. And now we're going to add our BU, not them. And we're going to add this right here. And all of these cards are going to be different. That's even the best part because it really goes with our title. And I'm going to add some foam. Oh my word, where'd it go? I usually have a whole bunch of pieces. Oh, there's some. Look, extra piece. I wonder what this is from. This is from my pumpkin. But it doesn't matter what it looks like, right? Because we're just going to cut it into strips. Cut it into pieces. Nobody cares what it looks like on the back. Because they're not, or actually it's on the inside or the middle. They're not going to even see it. So we're going to peel this up. Lay that down. Peel this up. I can't believe we're almost done. And we're going to add this one. And I'm going to go a little bit at an angle because he's swimming. And we're going to add this one. We're going to go like that. And our little baby one, oh, there he is. We want it in another piece of paper. Cardstock, foam. So we're going to pop this guy up twice. So what I'm doing is I want him to be double height. So I'm going to lay this down. See how it fits on there perfect? You get to make any shape size you want. And then we're going to peel this one up. So it's going to be double height. There we go. And we're going to add him right there. And we're layering, layering, layering. Look at all these different layers that we have going. And look at that. Isn't that fantastic? Look how pretty that is. Be you, not them. Look at all that dimension and those extra layers that we added. And we made that pattern paper by ourselves. We did it. We are artists. I love that. Fantastic. Now, all of the photos of the projects that we made in class today are going to be available on the website. You're going to go to the stampsoflife.com, go to the Extras tab, click on the Extras tab, and then off to the left, there's going to be a little button that says Online Classes. You're going to click on that, and there you will find your homework, you will find these photos, you will find all the information you need for this class. Now, this class, if you started a little late, that's okay, or if you weren't able to watch it, don't worry, because we are going to have it available tomorrow. It takes about 12 hours for it to buffer to go live online. So once it's on the web, on YouTube uploaded, recorded, then you'll be able to watch it as many times as you like. Please do not share the link because this is exclusively for not for club members. It's exclusively for class participants. The only way you can get these stamps and dies is if you bought the class and then you also got the link when you bought the stamps and dies. Do we have any questions or comments or anything?
We have 2 more gift certificates.
We have 2 more gift certificates, big ones to give away. Okay, so this one is going to be a $25 gift certificate to our website. Dun, 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 dun. Do you guys like my balloons behind my head? Notice they match the colors of the class. Diane Hoffman, $25 gift certificate to the website. Dun, 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 dun. Now, if you're a club member, you guys need to make sure you're a club member because club members get a discount on everything except 2 things. What's that? Big Shot machines and online classes. $50 gift certificate for this one, is that right? Catherine Smith, you just won a $50 gift certificate to the website. Wow. Are we good?
Unless you want to pick out our next one. I don't think we've finalized it.
We have not finalized our next online class. We will be having one, don't worry. You, as a participant of this class, will get an email 24 hours before the general public to sign up for the class. This class did sell out. We anticipate the next one will sell out as well. So you will get a 24-hour head start because you were already in one of our online classes. When we do it, it's not scheduled yet, but it'll be eventually. You will get first dibs. Right? First dibs, I guess we can say. Also, make sure you tag us on Instagram, stampsoflife.com, and Stephanie Bernard so we can see the creations you've created. And please share your thoughts online and on Facebook and everybody, and tell everybody you had such a wonderful time. And don't tell anybody our secrets. It's just between you and me, right? Shh, don't tell anybody. And that includes your puppies. Oh, somebody wants to see the cards again. Really quick, yes. I don't think I have them all, hon. I only have this one. They're going to bring all the other cards. So this is this one here. Actually, let's do an overhead. So we have this one. And we have this one. Aren't they gorgeous? Okay, and let's hold this one like that because that one's awesome. Can you see that one here? There we go. Oh, it's kind of like weird. It's a stand-up, so it's kind of hard to see. But isn't that fun? We had a wonderful time. I hope you had as much fun as we did. And we are off to the office because we're going to go start packing. You ladies didn't know that. Thank you so much for joining us for the Under the Sea exclusive online live event. Again, you'll be able to watch us over and over starting tomorrow. Thank you so much, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.